Wow.
That's a long lunch.
Oh yeah, it's Friday. Do it, Nathan.
So it's been fun. We're now in like the last 30 days before the move, so
Wow.
being hectic.
Well, do you want to explain any of that? What's going on? So you're currently been at the house that you're currently for how long?
We've been here for about 10 years now.
Oh, wow.
So, not to get too deep into it, like people that are in my Discord know, I'm not really digging about a lot of the politics that are happening here in the States.
Yeah, that's fair.
So, but also Texas is trying to melt us every year. And, I suffered a heat stroke, so my body does not regulate temperature all too well.
Hmm.
So we're trying to leave because I can't deal with another 115-degree summer.
Oh, gotcha.
The wife, she's a teacher. She put in for an international teaching job at a place in Hungary. But it's like, hey, come to us. And they're in like 37 different countries. So
Oh, wow.
they're paying for my wife and my kid to move. They're paying a lot of money, like for her in general. So it was a really good opportunity. So that's why we're leaving.
Wow.
Nice.
Wow, dude, that's great. And you're going to Hungary. So
Yeah.
it's not like just down the street to another state. No, overseas. Wow.
Yep.
That's crazy.
That's badass.
So
Yeah. And you got Rex going, well, Ohio's a great place to live.
those apple lovers, whatever they say, they lie. But you know, like the economy there is not
Hey, Joe.
as bad as it is here. Like you can take a family of 5 out to dinner for like $30.
Mhm.
Oh, Jesus.
I know Northern California, so that's like just for y'all two. That's at least 160.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
Driving to the restaurant is $30.
Yeah, and like so, we also love to travel. So that's like the other thing that kind of spurred this on. So now it's like, hey, you got to purge everything, but we have yet to do anything because you've been completely lazy about it.
I get it. You wait until the last minute because you got to get out of there by what, like the end of next month or something, right?
Yeah, so our plans are on the 31st of July, but we have a international movie company on the 17th. So all we're really focused on is like, this is what we're going to take. And then after that, it's like fire sell everything. So there's like,
Yeah.
and
Pick me.
Yeah,
Fire sale.
I'll be your moving buddy.
I'll be your
You need
Huckleberry.
this? Yeah, Jeff would be picking up anything. You need this? You need this?
Yes.
It's like, you need this?
it was great. But you know, it's like starting over new. So we're actually we're looking forward to it because like we're literally just taking clothes and a few other items, and that's it.
Mhm.
So
Oh, that's cool.
That's
yeah.
how
Not
when
too bad.
it was like that. I moved with the suitcase with the intentions of going back and getting everything.
Yeah.
Once I got here, I realized how little I really needed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was just me. She just needed me.
That's all I needed.
My wife
No.
does the same thing, but I think she lies when she says it.
Right? Yeah. They do. They just do it to make you feel good, and then they
gotta
chuckle behind your back.
Like
Right?
and things of like nail polish. She's like, yeah, we're taking these. I'm like, no, we need to go.
Nail
Like-
polish.
If I'm leaving my printers, your nail polish is staying.
Right?
With US being 120 and over there being 220, it's like
Oh, yeah.
you can't take anything electronic that's not already regulated for that. So
Mhm.
Oh.
really kind of
Think of that.
do.
Mhm.
Moving it in itself is expensive. Just for like 2 bedrooms is like $4 or $5 grand, and it's gonna take
Oh, jeez.
16 weeks to get there. So I'm like, yeah, you know, we'll take only what we need.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's it. So you got to basically, are you taking any of your shop with you or no?
I am taking my paint, and that's about it.
Wow.
Yeah,
Damn.
So everything's got to go. Fire sale. You are not kidding.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like literally, everything because the more stuff we take, the more it's going to cost us to ship. So
Yeah.
For you to take your paint, what kind of paint do you use?
I use a lot of Vallejo,
Okay.
regular brand, and then their what's it called? They have an airbrush brand that I like just because I don't have to actually.
Yeah, it's Vallejo Air.
Yeah.
Is it
So-
the Air ones?
Wow. Oh, wow.
So there's my little rack. Yeah, don't
I
mind.
like the rack.
Yeah, that's a nice rack.
What?
Wait, I'm like unpacking stuff up because I sold a whole bunch of stuff. So, but yeah, it's mainly just the paints that are going to end up going because I have a lot of them and I don't want to repurchase that. But like, I have to repurchase my airbrush compressor, and
What's up, Billy?
Oh yeah.
it's going to be crazy. And I won't even have the space that I have now. I'll have an outdoors balcony, so I'll have to figure all of that out.
You're literally going to be outside.
Wait.
Well, the
Yeah,
thing, I
Joel.
mean, it makes sense. It's like, what do? You try to ship the 3D printers, for instance, and it costs so much money, and you're like, or I could just buy a new one when I get out there.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So, yeah, it makes
And
sense.
so, we only have 2 bedrooms there. There's no garage. There's like an outside port. I mean, it's a really nice looking place, and it has a huge balcony. So somehow, I will figure out how to stuff some printers and some,
Oh my God.
I guess, element protection cases or whatever. And the thing is, it only gets up to like 80 degrees there, so I can do
Yeah.
it. So should be fun.
So for those in our audience that don't know or may not be familiar with you, I think most of the people are familiar with you and what you do. But can you kind of explain what you've been doing? I mean, we talked 3D printers. We've talked paint.
Yep.
Yeah. And I got
so-
a bunch of pictures to show.
So I got into this because I was doing my degree in photography at the start of COVID, and we couldn't shoot people at the time. And so we had to find stand-ins. And so naturally, a toy was a good person stand-in, and we could shoot on a miniature scale for all of like our portrait classes and stuff. So that's what kind of got me into this. And I am a photographer by trade. I never touched an airbrush before I started 3D printing and doing all of this nonsense. I was just trying to recreate what I saw in Star Wars because Mandalorian was the show that reignited fashion for a lot of people.
Mhm.
So my idea for my overall degree field was to shoot Star Wars recreation, but using toys because that's what I had access to at the time, and it naturally just involved into 3D printing and painting and doing commissions for people because they enjoyed seeing what it is that I was doing, and yeah, so that's pretty much what I do. I create for myself, but then others are like, "Hey, create for me too."
Mhm. That's
So you
cool.
found out an artist inside of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
Well,
No,
let's look at some of his work. Yeah, I mean, I'm starting in the back. This is
Yeah.
12 scale, right? Or is this vintage?
Yeah, no, so I was working in 1/12 scale because I felt that was a scale that provided a lot of detail for the amount of money that you're paying for a figure.
Mm-hmm.
So that's naturally what I started building and shooting on, and it rapidly progressed to. I just recently sold all my Black Series for this move, and now I'm in 1/6.
Oh,
But
jeez.
yeah,
Right.
Right.
Let's see. Go backwards.
so. But I think that kind of helped because I was already used to working at such a smaller scale and trying to recreate that and recreate different elements. It, I guess, kind of expanded what I could do in 1/6 because I was already working at a miniature scale, so now I just need to expand that to double the size. So,
Because honestly, it's really hard to do. You put just as much, if not more, work into a 1/12 figure than you do a 1/6.
yeah, and that's honestly like I was putting in so much work that probably nobody would even see. And
Right.
Or respect.
yeah, and and I enjoyed that process. And I never intended on making stuff for other people. It's just, I guess, there's a select few amount of people that saw that and was like, yeah, I really want you to make me something.
Yeah.
But
Your work shows.
thank you.
Well, I don't know if anybody else is picking up on this. Not just the work, but the photography.
For sure.
So your background in photography, right?
Yes. So I was. So when I got out of the Marine Corps, I was doing government contract work. I did that for like 10 years, and I was going all around the world, and I was learning photography on my own. And so, in order to break that cycle, I needed to find a way to make money when I came home. And the easiest way to do that was for the VA to pay for me to go to college. So I was like, yeah, I know photography. So I just went out and got a photography degree. So I did learn a lot of stuff pursuing that degree about like lighting and stuff like that. But that's honestly like that's where my passion is at. Like I know before on
Oh wow.
channel we
Yeah,
did
Bring them back.
or they did a mental health episode, and I absolutely use photography for my mental health. Like that's where I get peace and enjoy because I can create everything. So like my photo style is I'm gonna do everything in camera. So I don't want to really rely too much on Photoshop. So how do I paint something to look like it did in a show, or how do I create a lightsaber and stuff like that? So it just kind of evolved.
Right. So I got to add, I mean, some of these pieces, I kind of skipped ahead accidentally because I can't work my mouse and this thing's being dumb. But yeah, because I want to hit some of these because these are just absolutely, so bear with me as I fly through this to get us back to where we were.
Mm-hmm.
So with all this, obviously, you know, to do what you're doing here as I'm flying through these, you have a love and a passion for Star Wars. When did that start for you?
Oh, I like that one.
Yeah.
So
Damn it.
I am old enough to enjoy the OG trilogy,
Mhm.
but also young enough that I also experienced the prequels in theater while I was in high school,
Right.
and we were kind of talking about it over our lunch that I had today because they're wondering what I'm going to do when I'm in Hungary, and I'm like, I can't do anything. I'm not on a work visa. I don't speak the language, so I'm just going to make stuff. They're like, what do you mean make stuff? I'm like, oh, I'm going to make Star Wars stuff. What does this mean? Well, in like our age bracket and higher, there's, and I kind of explained it this way, is that sci-fi was in the day it was a nerdy category, so it was kind of looked down on.
Yeah.
So, you know, I make stuff for people that were ashamed to have passion about something because of what other people would think or how they would be treated. So, I want to say like Mandalorian was the thing that kind of awoke that for a lot of people.
Oh, yeah.
It was kind of like this reawakening, and now there's people collecting all sorts of stuff and making stuff, and now it's cool, and people can have channels on YouTube, and other people are looking into that. Whereas growing up, like that wasn't really a thing for us. So,
I just kind of got you back into it, and you're like,
just the opening scenes of Mandalorian was like, oh, yeah, this is awesome.
This thing's amazing.
Like that just got everyone like back into it, especially after 20, what was it, like 15 years ago from then, like we had Jar Jar. It was like, oh god.
Right.
So, but yeah, I'm gonna say Mandalorian was something that just kind of re-sparked a lot of this for me.
So what got you into starting to build and do 3D printing?
So that was just trying to not utilize 3D assets and backgrounds to create an image. What a lot of people don't understand in photography is it's not just somebody grabbing a camera and then pressing a button to take a photo. Like, there is a lot that goes into creating an image.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And like on top of that, there's lighting and different ratio aspects and stuff that goes back like eons. But for me, I've always been like a really hands-on person when it comes to photography. And so I wanted to take control of like all aspects of everything that I was going to shoot. So one of the first things that I did was these skulls on a pike from Mandalorian.
Mando, yeah.
Which one?
Behind him, yeah.
Mandalorian.
Oh, yeah. The ones behind him. Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
They're not the correct helmets, and that's fine. It was more I wanted to try something out.
Yeah.
And then that just kind of naturally spawned into 3D printing because I was looking at, okay, well, if I'm going to do these, I'm going to make these stats out of foam board and stuff like that. What can I do to actually make that process easier? Well, I can print walls, and then I can just coat them instead of trying to use a hot knife to cut stuff out.
Yeah.
And then like props and stuff like that. It was like, yeah, I can build all of this stuff the very same way ILM did. They took random things, they threw it together and said, "This is a shit." Holy hell. So I found that process fun. And even in filmmaking nowadays, like that's kind of a lost art is using practical effects. So
yeah.
I just found that entire process fun. It would take me weeks to make one photo. And a lot of people don't understand that because they think just taking a photo is pressing a button. But again, there's so
That's
much
me.
behind it.
So basically, that's what caused the thing. You're like, you know what? I want this, so I'm going to make it. And
Yeah.
that eventually got into the 3D printing and doing all that, right?
Yeah, 3D printing opens your world up.
It really does. Like, honest, I just threw some stuff out that I made from scratch. Like my background was actually more on like the product photography side and food side, and there were so many classes. Like all we would do was go into a random store and just look at things. Like you'll never know when you need something, but if you go into a store and you're going to look at it, you kind of remember it, then at some point in a future shoot, you're going to be like, I really need something that does this. Oh, I know exactly where to go and get it. So we would go to Home Depot, Lowe's, Home Goods, Goodwill, like all these just like random stores, not to buy anything, just to look and try to catalog it in our head.
Yeah.
And so now when I'm going through and I'm building something, I'm like, okay, I need a hose that's going to be about this big. Like, where can I find that at?
Yeah.
Oh, that giant box in my attic that I've kept for 20 years that has all the cords. I have no idea what to go to. But I kept it because I might need it.
Yeah.
Yep.
So,
Well, it's like I'm looking at this picture and the lighting. The way you have it lit looks like it is perfectly outside, Tatooine. And the way that the stormtroopers are posed, they look right. The Jawas, the only giveaway is the cloak and how they look, but everything else almost looks at any scale.
Right.
It's pretty wild to me.
yeah, and I think that's kind of like the fun part behind it is being able to shoot something and then you not knowing exactly what scale it is,
Yeah.
or
You've succeeded.
size of it. Like, I find that process very fun. Like, in there somewhere there's like an ATS or AT-AT
Yeah.
that I have that's crashed down. Like, that thing's only it's only like 2 inches big.
Oh my gosh.
It's the little one. So it's the one that's in the dirt. I'll find it.
Yeah.
I'll find it real quick. That's Droideka's. Yeah, you can see that. His hand in
That's
there.
awesome.
That's cool.
But to recreate these scenes, look at that guy. There you go. So that's
Look
an
at that.
N1. That's a 6 scale N1.
Yeah, we know who that's for.
Mhm.
Yeah. Heartbreak of a ship.
Wow. Just wow.
There's the Y wing. It's 4 feet. Let's see, you guys know.
That's what Luis needs.
The wiring.
And
There it is.
There it is, right there.
Yeah,
So this guy's tiny, is what you're saying.
it's
Is
like
that a band? Oh no, that's smaller than Bandai.
yeah, it's a small little guy, but
Yeah.
just the challenge is trying to find the elements and stuff like that goes with that matches skill, like sand.
Yeah.
You recreate sand on such a small, minute level.
You mastered that. That's
Yeah,
amazing. I
well-
thought it was a lot bigger.
Yeah,
Seriously.
blending it in. Or where's the real and where's the background?
Yeah. So, that was
Good.
one of the first things that I did outside of the Vader helmet.
Mhm.
I did that.
Wow.
Another artist that's a good friend in Dallas, he was commissioned to make that Vader helmet. I'm like, you know what? I want to make that real.
Yeah.
That's badass.
Awesome.
Freaking amazing, right?
Vader helmet. It has one of those
There.
skulls
Oh.
from a doctor's
Wow.
in it.
Yeah.
And yeah, it floats around. It's up
Shit,
there.
now I got to do that.
Yeah, that's such all I thought of you. Yeah, that's so cool, man.
He's bouncing me out. It's driving me nuts.
Nathan, I have a question. Do you also sell your photo prints?
Oh.
I like that Y-wing photo is awesome. Would you sell that? Like a 11 by 14 or whatever.
So actually, I do not sell photo images, which is really weird for a
Yeah.
photographer.
Yeah.
When I post stuff online,
Yeah.
at that point, I don't want to charge anybody for what. If they like something, then they can see it and they can support me in whatever way. But I don't
Yeah.
ever sell images. Even when I did like wedding photography and stuff like that, I never sold actual art images, and it's almost a dying breed because not a lot of people buy them for some reason.
You'd be surprised.
Yeah, like in our community, yeah, people will
Yes.
put their walls with it, but it's like, you know what? You can go on my website, you can download the image, and you can print it. You want to be able to print it true to color, then just reach out to me, and I will send you a full
Quality.
file that you can. It's going to be massive, but you can go and actually have a good print made from it.
Well, it's like this one, the Y wings that Janine was talking about. Those would look amazing framed.
Yeah.
I
Yep.
love that one.
Mm-hmm.
Sick.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's
Sick.
right up my alley.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's awesome. All the colors, all the grays, the reds, the black, amazing.
But like even this, and the background, the way it's set up. This one, I think the one that is getting me. I dig this.
Yes. Yep.
But it was stuff like this,
Well,
right?
yeah. Well, that's what made me think of it.
It just
Yeah,
it captures the right scale to itself.
Yeah. So cool.
I'm so butthurt. I don't know if I'm going to be able to finish some of these before
Right.
Yeah.
and I don't know what to do with them before I go.
Right.
I don't know. Maybe one of
Oh, that was cool.
Yeah. Okay. Where is it?
the diodes and be like, yeah, just populate it.
Like, throw 'em out. No. No.
Razor Crest.
Oh, that's just the paint on that Razor Crest, the weathering. It just looks so real.
Nathan, you should run a partnership with J2SO and do a like, hey, these are unfinished, right?
Yeah.
Have them finish them up, and then you guys could sell them together or whatever.
Yeah.
And
I love this. That is awesome.
Yes.
we're kind of at that like drop dead time. I'm like, hey, you want a rank board? I got one. Like, give me like $200. For it.
What is sound bar? A really big one. I'll give you
This is another great picture, because you see it, you hear it, you hear the sound go by and the music.
Yep.
So that was actually shot in South Padre in Texas. I have never gone on vacation and took toys with me, but all of like these shots I took my beach. Like I'm watching my daughter, my wife's taking a nap, and there I am also setting up a photo shoot.
Cool.
Still driving by. It was a blast.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
This
that
is
would be-
great. Yeah.
That's a great shot. I love
I
that one.
know the scales. Look at them. So cool.
The Mando. So we got Mando. Back to that.
Thank you.
I mean, it's just
And
absolutely amazing stuff. But when I bounce out of this and then it takes me
Mhm.
into the tank again.
mhm.
So this tank, come on, there you are. This tank, this guy is 3D printed, right?
It is.
So how did you go about doing this, and how long did it take, and is it what material is it, all that kind of stuff?
So I run a Discord that helps people learn about 3D printing, helps with painting and customizing, and I also have a whole bunch of 3D artists that are in there, and one of them wanted to create this tank, and he was looking for somebody to test print, and so I reached out to him like, hey, I will help you test print this. Let's get this thing printed. So this thing was massive. It actually just went out to New York to somebody that bought it. They were in Austin at the time, so we packaged it up and they flew it back to New York with them. But
Wow.
it's FDM printed for a lot of the portions of the tank. The weapons on it are resin printed. The greebles are resin printed, and the crates are resin printed. And all the crates opened up. They had canisters that inside the canister, those canisters opened up and revealed
Wow.
kyber crystals. So now he has it sitting under his coffee table. He has like a glass coffee table sitting under there.
You said it's massive. How big was this one?
It was about 3 feet long,
That's what he said.
1.5 feet wide.
Oh my
3
god.
feet. Jeez.
It was definitely chunky. And then we did a mod for it where we could take the tracks off and then make it a hover tank version.
Dang.
So there was
That's what this looked like.
center, and so I mean, we kind of covered like all the bases on that tank. But it was so
Wow.
awesome in Rogue One. It was like when he said he wanted to do it, I was like, heck yes. Let's go for
Where'd
it.
you get the files for that?
So the artist, as he was creating stuff, he was
Oh, okay.
so the files for that. I believe I have links for them in my Instagram. If not, they're definitely in my Discord that have links to any files that I've ever helped create with an artist.
Yeah.
Does
Like,
he sell them, or
Dang.
yeah, absolutely.
I would love to have that.
Great.
Wow.
There's people in Discord that are doing like 1/6 scale ATSTs that are fully articulating, and ATRTs, and this hover tank, and God, somebody just reached out to me on Instagram and asked me to do a Y-wing in 1/6. So I'm like,
Oh, jeez.
Oh, just send them to Austin.
The 12 scale one that you have in there is huge enough.
Oh,
I mean, I don't think I'd want to go bigger.
So it's sitting back there. It's on its way to a client, but he bought some more stuff, so now I have to repackage it.
Hmm.
I pulled it back out just for the show if it ever came up. But yeah, I think it's going to be like 8 foot long.
Oh my
Wow.
Almost, yeah, like 4 feet wide.
wow.
It's a car. It's almost a car.
Yeah. Pretty much.
The tank you're talking about, right?
No, Y-wing.
Oh, why? Oh, screw
He wants
that.
a 1/6 scale Y-wing.
Yeah.
Jeez,
Be
Louise.
about
Yeah,
8 feet long, 4
I got
feet.
the
yeah.
B-wing cockpit above my head, and that would be like 12 feet long.
Yeah,
Right?
Mhm.
I know Chris
That's what Louise wants.
has the cockpit, and so when the guy was like, "Yeah, I want a 1/6 Y-wing," I'm like, "Want the cockpit? No, I want the whole thing." I'm like,
That
Oh,
wasn't
wow.
Michael. Was that Michael?
"No, it was not." His next thing is he wants an E-wing.
The what?
He wants an E-wing after this.
Oh,
Oh yeah. I
that's
get it.
cool though. That's feasible compared to the Y-wing.
Right.
Like, I mean, yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna ship that from Hungary, but I guess if they're gonna pay for it, then yeah, I'll do it.
right.
Wow.
Yeah. It's just
So
crazy. I mean, I'm blown away by it. And your painting skills, it's like you jumped into it feet first.
Great.
You're like, oh, I'm going to get a camera and take some pictures. And next thing you know, you're like, I'm going to build this. Then I'm going to do this. I'm going to get 3D printers. I'm going to do that. And oh my God, it's like,
I'm gonna be rich, baby.
yeah, but it's the talent is there.
Yeah.
3D printing is one thing unless you got to go in there, but knowing what to do, how to do it, how to get it to work correctly, how to make it so that it doesn't fall apart, and then the painting skills. Dude, you blow me away. Absolutely blow me away.
So I'm gonna, and I told one of my clients this. I think it was yesterday or the day before. I have no idea what I'm doing, and I even told Joel that I have no idea what I'm doing. I am
Dude.
images, and I am doing my best to recreate those.
You know what you're doing is you're putting your heart and soul into it, and that's what matters.
Yeah.
You got your reputation on the line, and that's what you're sticking to, and you're feeling it.
And I think that's the case for a lot of people that do any type of builds, is that their reputation is always going to be on the line.
Yeah.
And so every time I send something out, I'm like, oh God, I don't know if the customer's going to like that or not. And I'll take a photo.
I get it.
Like, as a photographer, I hate taking photos on my phone. I hate all the auto processing that it does, and it doesn't skills that I like.
It's great.
He's like, just take one on your cell phone real quick and send it to me. I'm like,
Yeah.
God.
You're not gonna see, like, there's wear underneath the actual first layer of paint, and that doesn't come out until you have it in hand. And then I always worry about, like, what are they going to think when they see it in hand? Because now they have these pictures that will look almost different than what they're going to get in hand, because there's
That's
a lot
amazing.
of subtle detail there that's really hard to capture.
Right. That makes sense.
All right, look at this.
Awesome.
Droids. I mean, you kill it with the droids.
Right?
Yeah. See that plug there behind him? Scott,
Mhm.
right there. See that? That is
Mhm.
ingenious, dude. You can either make it a plug-in or you
Yep.
can make it a battery option. That's
Yep.
ingenious work, man. Killing
And
it.
you could probably feed it up the stand so you can't see it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right?
When I-
Ingenious.
When I do stuff that's lighted, and Michael is the one that pushed me onto it, because he was at first like battery operated, and now he shifted into USB powered. So it's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
okay, so what is the best way to go about doing something and allowing anyone to be able to power this? And
Yeah, you killed it right there.
because I can send it to them, and they can run it on battery power, and be like,
Yeah.
this is a 3-volt system, or this is a 12-volt system. So get a USB from Evans Design that's for that system, and plug it in, and you're good.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Evans is honestly probably the best way to go too.
Yeah, I absolutely love Evans. It took me a while, and I told you that, Joel. It took me a while to get onto them, but now that I'm onto them, I find it's easier to help people that might not want to light something, because everybody's scared of electricity.
I gotta give you kudos to the clear chest there. How many hours did that take you to get that clear?
You don't want to know.
I want to know. I want to know. I think it's probably at least 3 to 4 hours
No,
of sanding.
it was literally like 20 minutes.
What?
Oh my gosh.
I'm doing something wrong.
20 minutes. Wow.
Oy.
It's that code that I shared with you.
Yeah. That's cool, man.
So, and this is where kind of like my photo background comes in. I know about the fraction of light, and I know what's happening on these prints. So on a print, there's a whole bunch of different layers, and that's causing refraction. So that's why it turns cloudy after you wash it. So as long as you go through and you sand it, and then you top coat it with something else that fills in all those imperfections, it's going to clear up. And like, that was literally only 220 grit, and it's damn near see-through. I almost don't like how see-through it is.
Yeah, because it's not really that see-through. But like your droid dome, like I just went to where did I go? I went to Harbor Freight and bought like 1,800 grit. So I probably would. I'm probably
Yeah,
going
you
a
don't
little bit
need it.
overboard.
Yeah, like I mean, so like the ETA Starfighter, like that one I took up to 10,000 grit because I wanted that one to be absolutely
Shiny. Yep.
But like the astromech that was going to be dirty, like no, I was really just going to clear it, like get rid of some of the support marks and kind of make it presentable.
Yep.
And I would top coat it, and hopefully it would land where it did. Which
Yeah. Yeah.
I thought it was a pretty good area for it because you can still see.
There it is. Right there. Look at that R3.
Wow. That is so
just,
cool.
That's the same one he's
Oh.
holding right there right now.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me find him.
Wow, that's so badass.
Dude,
Crazy.
There it is, right there. Yep.
Wow.
So,
R3 right there.
and as long as you can see the inside, you can see the detail, but you can't really make out what it is. I thought that was a really good compromise.
Yes.
Mhm.
Agreed.
These R3s.
It looks a little unfinished, Nathan. You should just ship it up here.
That's gonna take up too much space going overseas.
Yeah, way too much. Yeah.
I'm betting that was probably Gorski's, wasn't it?
No, that's actually Michael's. It's something
Oh.
even. So he,
I love Michael.
he was asking,
I think it does.
can you light a droid that's also see-through? Like, yeah, I can, but give me some time to like try to figure this out.
Right.
And
Yeah, that's cool.
eventually I did. So I'm actually, he didn't even pay for that. I'm sending it to him because he was helping me with my build astromech line.
Wow.
So now I have somebody that's one of the hosts here that's getting 3 of these heads.
That
Nice.
would be me.
Yeah. Had a feeling. Just had a feeling.
Jeez.
That's
Wow.
awesome.
Dude, that's just killer, dude. That's amazing.
Hmm.
You are definitely the droid master.
So-
I don't know if there's anybody out there I've seen that can do better.
Yeah, but the thing is, like I was saying earlier, it was the photography, and then into the building, into the 3D printing, into the painting, into the electronics now. You know, and being able to get that all to work. It's like Nathan could probably teach a class real quick, and we could all sit there and go, and
Yep.
try to learn something, and then, you know.
So Michael, I'm gonna have to get mine back from Michael because I did a vacuum form of mine, and it's not near as good as this. So I'm gonna have to redo it.
Oh, that's cool. Looks
Yeah,
like it
that's
has a
really
little
cool.
Death Star in it, right here. A little Death Star.
That's actually from the Jawa droid, isn't it?
Yes, it's from the Lin Mind Droid.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's
So-
cool.
So when I was going through it, so I have like 9 different like inner droid heads. Like I was doing what Star Wars was doing. I was pulling stuff from other things. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna.
I do that all the time, dude. I know what you're doing.
They still cannibalizes.
So we started building this 1/12 kind of hallway, like perfecting the right arc in it and doing the center hallway. We found so much other stuff that Tanov is like involved in. It would blow your mind. Like there's Tanov parts on the sand crawler, the hollow desk where they see the Death Star slowly coming across the moon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Roof of the center room just upside down.
Oh yeah. I'm doing this medical frigate right now, and I can't believe all the. There's a tank turret. There's a bottom of a boat. There's a submarine piece. It's amazing all the pieces they used to make this model.
Anything that could get off the shelf. They had limited time to do that thing. Yep.
Whatever we
This
have.
is a cool one.
This
I just like the paint. I like the shadowing that's in it, and the way that it was done.
Mhm.
So that's a Michael droid as well. And this is kind of one of the things that I tell people in my Discord is, so I have a sponsorship with Soraya Tech and Reserone, and they send me resins to try out so I can try to find a use for them. Like all the hoses on this thing, like they move.
So you printed those hoses. I was going to ask you where you got all those hoses because Gorski was showing me a picture of it.
Yeah, they're all printed. The resin is called F80. It is a silicone-like resin.
Oh shit! And you used what kind of printer on it?
For these ones, I used a Mars printer.
Oh, so it's
Wow.
Elegu. Okay, cool.
And like this guy, one of my things that I like doing is magnetizing.
Oh,
Love that.
Hmm.
So his legs are magnetized.
Oh, magnets are the best, dude. I got
They
Yeah.
are.
some that'll pinch your skin
Right
off
there.
too.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
So
wow.
That's just amazing.
it's nice. The resin has flex in it, so even like this rigid antenna, it has flex.
Yeah.
So it
So,
moves. So
yeah.
if it takes a tumble, it's not gonna break. And there's a
That's
lot.
really
awesome.
like that.
Yeah.
So did they leave it up to you to find the UV settings on that?
No, so usually they provide me like they'll provide me like UV settings and get like my ideas of like how to actually use this resin.
Yeah.
In my Discord, like I'll tell people, okay, so if I need a part that's articulating, like this white resin here is anti-impact, and this thing is hit Discord like a firestorm. It's
And that's Soraya Tech?
this is resin. So
Okay.
it doesn't dust, but it's also flexible as well.
That's
Wow.
amazing.
If
I've never used them before.
so if you actually use parts that you need flex in it, I just
Uh-oh.
that one. But
And he broke it.
It flexes to a limit. Yeah, no, I got you.
broke it, I can throw it at something, and it doesn't actually shatter.
Well, there goes EV99's arm.
And that's kind of what it's for. It's for like those people that live out in California that have a massive collection, and earthquake comes through.
Earthquake, yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Well, if we printed something out like an ATRT that's in like terrible resin, then you can easily break it. If you throw it on the ground, it shatters even more.
Yeah, that's the ABS like probably.
Yeah, it is. It's ABS-like, and it's marketed as something that's supposed to be really good. Yes,
What
Hey,
am I?
don't throw
What
that
am
away.
I
I'll
watching?
take that.
Yeah.
I'll take
what
that.
am
I
I
can turn
watching?
that into something.
Joel, you might have met your match, man.
Nice
Yeah.
giveaway.
Yeah, it's a nice. You on this?
I can make that into
everybody's
something.
cringing.
I know, right?
but you know,
But I love this droid. Absolutely love this one.
Treadwell, yeah. Oh, I love how you lit the eyes, dude. That's cool.
so yeah, I mean, there's plenty of resins that are out there that a lot of YouTubers aren't going to tell you about because they don't know about it. Like, who's the big one? Uncle Jesse just now discovered that there is resin that does not dust whenever you scratch and move and stuff like that. And we've been on this anti-dusting resin for almost 2 years now.
Well, you've definitely mastered that.
That's beautiful.
You know, just taking droids, like I love weathering stuff. I think it's fun. And
Weathering's your friend.
yeah, like,
Well, you just like things dirty.
yeah,
Dirty.
I mean, that's
Uh,
right? Anything's clean, it's fucking acolyte.
No, that would look good with the 1.6 Jazz Ink speeder.
Yeah.
To have a lineup of the droids.
So that Sabine speeder, that one was in 1.6.
Wow.
That was one of the first builds that I did in 1.6 scale.
That's so cool.
Trash compactor, right?
Yes. Oh yeah.
That's also for Michael. Michael's like the guy who creates everything for you to push the limits.
Yeah, he wanted these walls to move. I'm like, bro, there's no way. I know, but I don't know that much. So,
Wow.
That's cool.
just looking at the paintwork and the extra grit and grime on it and
Yes.
everything. Oh, this droid is awesome.
It's
Nathan, I bow down to you. That's for sure, man. This is awesome.
Oh, so that's the trash compactor on the table there?
Yeah, the one that he's
Yeah.
behind there. Yeah,
Dang.
Right
he's
there.
definitely.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, look at that.
Wow.
Oh, look at the Y-Wing.
Mm-hmm. See the Y-wing up there.
Your shop is even cleaner than mine, even after you threw shit on it.
oh no, I can't see anything. I can barely walk right now. I
Oh,
have
look at my floor.
Throw it. Throw that thing. I love the chat.
Stop. Throw it.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what we're saying. Do
Yeah.
it.
I
Throw that thing.
wanted the walls and stuff to move. I'm like, man, the brain capacity to figure out how to get interlocking trash to kind of go with walls that are moving. I'm like,
Exactly. You almost have to go rubber with it.
yeah, and then I think
Shit,
somebody else that was trying to figure it out with work scale, and yeah, they gave up on it because it takes a lot of brain power, and I don't have it. That's what I've been drinking since 1:30. Since lunch.
So when you send that to him, I'll probably have to take over that project maybe for him. Figure it out.
It'll be.
Like,
I just need to pour the floor. So I need to just double check to make sure all of my seams are filled in. And then somewhere around this catastrophe of a shop is a bunch of trash that I'm still printing.
oh, how funny.
I
Pretty
threw all
much.
sorts of greeblies and stuff into his when I did mine.
Oh,
Yeah, so here's all the trash that I have right now. It's like it
Blow him up real quick, will you?
Yeah, I'm coming.
consists of like old, like
Oh yeah, there you go.
so cool.
there was these things that I
Just
saw.
step off the floor.
Yeah, there's stuff on the floor now.
There's nothing better than saving your failed prints for shit like this.
Exactly.
I've been doing it since the day that he was like, "Yeah, I want a trash compactor." I'm like, "Oh yeah." Well, I'm starting in 1.6 now, so all of my fails are going to go into this thing.
That is so awesome, dude.
That is. That is.
It's been fun. I did tell him I was going to throw some Easter eggs into the trash that he's not aware of.
I did with mine. I threw a little tiny vintage Boba Fett and vintage Stormtrooper. They were like tiny scale.
Hey, Nathan, you had a question.
No, that is actually IE, the patrol ship from Rebels and Clone Wars.
Oh, that's the one they discontinued. They were talking
Oh,
about.
geez,
Yeah, that's
dude.
badass.
Yeah, I don't know. There's parts like all over the place for this thing. Like this thing was
Oh my gosh.
Who's that for?
it was for myself until we found out we were moving. So I had to send it to somebody else to finish it.
Wow.
Wow. Yeah.
But there's
I think Todd nailed it. And
Balls.
that's it.
Shitballs.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Oh, that's sick, dude.
Oh wow.
So originally, what was going to happen is I was actually going to San Diego Comic Con. I was invited to go out with some others, and I was making that entire Rebels finale set with the Lat and Kanan and Ezra. We did all the custom work for it. I was going to make a giant like flame ball, and that was going to be one of the attention pieces to get people into the booth.
Wow.
No, don't throw it. Don't throw
No,
it.
no, don't do it. Don't do it.
I'll do that one.
I still think this one's the best. That one sums it up. Yeah.
Gotta make a shirt just for Todd that says "Holy."
Right. That'd be great. I love this Y-wing. The Y-wing's great, man. electronics and everything. So,
Anyway,
like with that big print that you're showing us a second ago and stuff, and this one, right? This is it.
Yep.
So this is all FDM, right?
For the most part, yes.
Where do you start to incorporate resin and combine the two? Is it just detail for the resin? Or I think you were telling me at one point you'll do things where there's FDM that is the core and resin's the exterior.
Yeah.
Right.
So, I don't know. There's no real rhyme or reason. If I see detail parts, then I'll try to push those to
Yeah.
resin because that gets way more detail. But the Y-wing was a special case because it has a FDM core, and then there are resin panels for all the detail. Because printing it out in resin would be not cost effective, and learning lessons from doing ATSPs in all resin, it's likely to droop, and
Yeah, you get a firmer.
the
Yeah.
technology is that. So we did it in FDM core, and then we laced it with panels that you could print that were in higher detail. I think I have a part somewhere. Oh, probably. Last in right here. There's so much spells for like dioramas.
I like watching him just dig through stuff.
yeah. Nobody's gonna find it. They'll be like, "Oh yeah, forgot I had this."
I think it's gone. I think I actually got rid of it. Kind of show like how that gets sandwiched, but like the resin panels, they were only like maybe half an inch thick, and everything else was FDM because FDM is a lot stronger than resin is.
Mm-hmm.
And that was obviously, I'm going to go back to the ATSC. That was the lesson that I learned from it, is that even the strongest, most anti-impact resin, when it bears weight,
Yep.
and there's temperature changes, it's going to droop.
Right.
There's no way around it, except buying like a Form 1 Labs printer and using. They have a resin that has metal flakes in it. That's
Mhm.
really strong, but it's $1,300 for 1 liter. Like,
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
nobody's paying that.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, that's a good question.
Wayne says, "Hey Nathan, it's Furbs, by the way. If there was a fire, I know it's a little bit dark. I think he says, which single print would you choose to save?"
I'm going to save this giant in-1 because that thing has made me cry so many times. So that, I could really care less. I'm going to grab that in-1.
Yeah, you would think it would be one of two ways, right? You got to come with me because you've been a pain in the ass, and the other part of you is like, you're staying. You're gonna burn, bitch, because it's been such a pain.
I've told people that before, that sometimes you get into a build and it is just the worst build. Everything that could go wrong does.
Mm.
You'll
Yeah, sometimes things happen like that. Yeah.
Yes.
you'll be like, yeah, I have the Midas touch, but yet everything I touch turns to shit, and this is stand it. And now I'm
Oh.
red and it's gone on for way too long. But that's this in one. It's pain.
Ooh. That was
Whoa.
loud.
That was loud.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, that was me. That was my daughter. She's at her grandma's right now.
Oh,
So
Yeah. Just amazing, and this is 12 scale, right? This Falcon. The
Yeah.
way you shot that.
So doing that print, that was the one that spurred the mass project of doing a full 1/12 scale Falcon.
Ugh.
So we're getting the first section of that right now.
oh my gosh.
Thing's got to be like 12 feet long or something,
You
right?
say 12 feet?
It's like 10 feet by 9.5 feet.
Jeez.
I believe that's what it out as.
I don't think that would fit in our driveway.
Yeah. And the crazy thing is that I actually found multiple people to throw in on having the files rated. If they want to print.
That's awesome.
And that's kind of like the cool thing. Like when I first got into this, I was doing big stuff. I was like, oh yeah, nobody's doing this. So, well, what I'm actually finding out now is as I get more people into my Discord, I'm pushing them to do bigger things. And they're
Yeah.
and
Yep.
it's fun, but I can't wait to see people start making this Falcon. It will be fully lit. It's going to be Evans Designs provided a bunch of lighting that we're going to use to generate kits. So as you print sections of this Falcon, you're like, these are the lights that you're going to install. They're just going to plug right in, and then you'll plug it into a USB socket, plug it into the wall, and it'll work.
Crazy. Crazy. So when you guys buy a print or share a print or whatever you do, does it come like this is a 12 scale print of a Falcon? Then can you make it huge? And if you do want to make it huge, do you have to manipulate the print or the design in any way?
So sometimes going from 112 to 1/6, you're increasing the print size by 200%. So sometimes you have to go in and make slices where you can actually fit it in on the printers.
Yeah.
Usually with artists that I work with, we always try to have files set for like 1/12 scale and 1/6 scales. Because there's a lot of people, like the 1/6 community actually gets kind of the shaft. People are waiting either 1/12 or 1/1. And so I feel there's a lot of people 1/6 that are like, okay, do I take the 1/1 and shrink it down, or do I grab a 1/12 and guys?
So you go above and beyond than just the programs that are issued. What do you use, Blender or Mesh Mixer or what?
I don't use anything.
Yes, for that.
I the printing knowledge, because for all my car guys, they will know the infinite talk about the mechanic and the engineer. The engineer will design the car without the mechanic in mind, and will have bolts that are like hidden behind, like a flywheel and stuff like that. And it's like, if you're going to spend all this time creating the files, let me help you slice them and print the files so that somebody can actually go in and print them.
Yeah.
Well, because I sent you a file, and I was wondering what you were going to use to try and fix it. What program?
Oh, so that one, I'm probably going to use a bit of Mesh Mixer and on the Mac to fill in those holes.
Okay.
And I think
that's what I was curious about.
So I'll know more once I actually start diving into actually doing it. I was going to do it today, but apparently I had a 8-hour lunch.
No, it's totally fine. And like I said, don't even waste your time on it. I was just curious. So you self-taught yourself Mesh Mixer or what?
Yes. I can build a house with a sledgehammer. Right?
Yeah.
I've never heard that expression before, but I can do a lot of things with brute force and just trying to make it work.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's kind of how I help on doing like modifications. Go ahead. Idea.
Like I've downloaded those files and there's symbols in there that are alien to me. I don't know what they mean.
Yeah, and it's like that with a lot of programs. And like I look at it almost like Adobe programs and in Photoshop. In Photoshop, there's like 8 ways to do a single task, and it's because they are catering to the people back in '92 that got the very first Photoshop, and now all these new ways. So there's multiple ways to skin a cat, yet unless you know the language and stuff like that, like it's all Greek, and you can't even really go to school to learn that stuff. Believe me, I tried. They can't teach it.
Right, YouTube's probably the best.
Around with it, like that's the best way. It's like to grab a file. If you have like a file of something you're wanting to learn, the 3D program, just go in and just start clicking stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
So.
Wow.
Well, I'm very impressed.
Yeah.
It's the HasLab project.
Right?
Right.
It's one room.
I had a for a long time. I was HasLab because they denied the 112 community so many times.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Thank you, Rava lightsaber that you were going to release anyway.
Right.
Right.
Wonder why that didn't work.
The
Perfect.
Or the shitty painted Rancor.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
one that had like 148 paint apps, and then they showed you one that had like 2. Like, I got one that had 2 on it, and it looks way better. Look.
Exactly.
Look at this thing. It looks way better than their Rancor. There's only 2 paint apps on it.
Let's see.
It's all rattle canned.
Like, it
Oh
has,
yeah. Jeez.
has flex, it moves and stuff.
What?
The arms. Like,
Yeah, we got to talk about those resins.
I need
Hey,
to actually.
Nathan, you should finish it and then randomly put it in some neighbor's garden.
Somebody else.
I'll be the neighbor. Volunteer.
But a terribly painted Rancor.
Right? That's crazy awesome. Really.
That is crazy awesome.
But like that battle droid. Oh my god, I love him. I love him.
See, now this is the droid that he used the insides of that minor droid there that you just passed.
Where's it at?
That's the one he used for the inside of the clear dome R2,
Wow.
R3.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
So when we first found out about the F-58 or F-80 resin, there was me and Opticon in my Discord. We were printing all sorts of stuff, and that orange super battle droid, it has the consistency of a rubber duck. And
Oh,
Wow.
that's cool.
I wanted to finish assembling them, and they're just like my daughter's bathtub when she was bathing one day.
Nice.
So, but it's it's fun. I enjoy
Yeah.
doing what it is that I do. It keeps my mind occupied. And no, I do not have any. I try to get some artists in JB and somebody else at the time to create the parts for Danny and the other Rancor Keeper to go along with that Rancor. That Rancor comes from Layered Creations. So if anybody wants to print one, you can follow him on Patreon and you get access to all of the files for it, like the hands all articulate. Like, he spent a lot of time working on it, and I went through and kind of refined the resins that you're going to need for parts.
Oh, look at that windshield, dude.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's resin, right? That's clear resin.
Yeah,
resin?
that he used that
Wow.
spray. That
Yeah.
special spray.
So here's, let me clean it off.
There's the ATRT that's on the floor.
Yes.
So
That,
Oh, wow, that's
amazing,
huge.
dude.
Find them. Yep.
That's
1/6,
freaking huge.
but
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Damn.
because there's fun stuff over here that y'all can't see.
That's Michael's
Oh my
ship,
gosh.
isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. That's the Mandalorian Naboo ship.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, really? The N1?
Yeah.
yes.
It's
Yeah, I thought it was an athletic cup, just clear. So you can see the bits.
Oh, well, you would be disappointed, wouldn't you?
Mhm.
here. So I have the body assembled right now. I'm working on the actual engines for it. Let me see if I can assemble it.
Yeah, this thing is badass.
Oh, I can only imagine.
I mean, that ship alone is cool in just a 3 3/4 scale. Can you imagine this in 1/6?
No.
You know, it's already looking so monstrous.
Yeah, no, it's
You're just putting an engine together, aren't you?
yeah.
That's it.
Oh my
What's he
god.
doing with this? Is it going in the pizza parlor or is it going into the gallery?
This is for Michael Leffler, not Hawes.
Oh,
I don't-
Different Michael.
I don't know
yeah.
where Leffler has this. He's like got an underground, like, I don't know, bunker or something. I don't know.
Bunker?
I need an underground bunker. That
All
would
right, I
be
because
thought this
bad.
was Michael.
like, buys
I thought
all
it was
the Nathan-
Pizza Michael.
No. This is Leffler. He buys all of
Yeah.
my creatures. Like, he's got my entire Rogue One squadron
Wow.
of all my creatures and my solo creatures. But he gets all the droids and shit from Nathan, I think.
Dang.
Yeah, that's huge.
And
Yeah, right.
he hurts my feelings every time he asks me.
Oh, I'm sure because
Oh,
he's
geez.
been,
Whoa.
oh, that is so cool though. I mean, look at that.
What?
Wow.
Are you going to be
And
able
one.
to finish that before you leave?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So that's
Damn.
just engine.
In
Like,
comparison to the Y-wing, size-wise.
It's probably the same, about the
No,
same
twice
weight.
the size.
Oh, it's got to be
Crazy.
bigger.
Holy crap.
so
Dang.
I'm starting to
Look at the size of that thing. Cut the chatter, Wayne's ass.
Whoa.
So Nathan doesn't sleep like me, I'm sure.
Yeah, insomnia. That's how we know who artists are. They have insomnia.
Because you can't sleep. You think
Wow.
about the project and you got to do it. Yeah, look at that.
He does have pants on after his long launch, though.
That's right. At least he has pants. Kudos for pants.
Sans pants. Sans pants.
Sans pants.
Space pants.
Oh,
Space pants. Space.
Oh,
see,
I can't
makes
do
sense.
comments. I want to do Wayne's comment.
Go for it. Look at the size of that thing.
Yes, I
Yeah. That's what I was saying. I was saying cut the chatter, Wayne, too. Was what? Cut the chatter, Rogue 3 or Red 3.
Can't do any more back there.
Body.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Well, just like, what does Nathan have?
What?
What can Nathan pull out from underneath the desk and wow
Yeah.
us with?
I'm curious about EZ back there. How did you make his eyes light up? Because that's a Skylu print, right?
It is.
How
I-
did you slice the eyes to make them light up like that?
I
Slice the eyes.
did the eyes out. So
That top secret stuff. I mean,
yeah, that's just a clear piece. So
dude, that's amazing.
Boolean, or I don't even know what they say. I don't know what the correct term is. Don't hold me to the fire on it, but yeah, I just removed some cylinders. Like I did a plane cut to remove part of the eyes, and then
Put the hole in the head or something.
pulled it all out. Like I
Dude,
said,
that's
I have
cool.
no idea what I'm doing. I
You just try and see what happens, right?
did it and it worked. So
Because I printed it and I'm like, how the hell did he pull the freaking eyes out and make them light up?
I
I was thinking that, Nathan. I'm like, God, you don't know what the hell you're doing over there.
I really don't.
That was great.
love you, Jeff. So I'm glad you're back.
Like, what? I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Oh, shit.
Exactly.
I really don't know what the hell I'm doing then.
I really don't. And
I really don't.
it worked. Like, I'll figure it out. It might take me a little while.
You know who doesn't know what you're doing is me. I don't know what you're doing because
Right.
I can't figure it out.
Nuts, man.
Oh, wow.
yeah.
Was
So,
that a bunker on your desk? Table?
there is a bunker here. Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
an indoor bunker. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's in 1/12 scale.
Is that a Derek Fire Designs?
Oh, that one's Land Speeder Loop.
Okay.
Wow.
Dark Fire Designs did one too.
Yeah. I don't know. It's
Yeah, I had that in here.
I was working on it, and then
Yeah.
the more I looked into taking screen grabs, like the panels, they're like almost white, and so compared to everything else, they just like stick out, and I don't like it.
Oh wow. You should
So
send it.
here's one version. It is the same one, right? Same version.
Yeah.
Wow.
But it's 112, so it's Black Series size. So it's much
Yes.
bigger
Oh my
than the
God.
vintage.
So
I tried messing with Dark Fire Designs because he does Legion size,
yeah.
and that's like it's huge to go to 1/6. I mean, it's just huge.
No,
Oh,
you're
it's amazing though. Look at it. It's like a clean slate for someone to mess up like me.
Yeah, but
is
I mean,
the-
even the Homestead back here,
Yeah.
I can love it. You know,
Yeah, I was gonna.
One.
What is the
Man,
1/6
I wish you
Homestead
weren't
look like?
moving.
What size?
I know Mike said the
At
same.
the homestead.
1/6 Homestead.
Yeah,
Holy crap,
what the hell
dude,
is
that would be massive.
I actually,
Good.
out of all those movies or the new movies, that
Figure-
bike is badass.
What?
That's pretty cool.
You would have to figure that this has to be taller than 12 inches. So
Great.
That's
it's
that
getting
European
into
company, isn't it? What the hell is their
18
names?
inch.
So the dome. So a lot of those projects came from Galaxy Diorama.
Yes. I got some of their stuff, the barrels and stuff. Yeah.
Okay, so Galaxy Diorama is They are awesome people. I tried when we were out in Italy. I tried to go meet up with them. It just didn't work out. But now I'll be his droid dealer because I'll be
Droid dealer.
Dealer.
Look at those printers, dude. Look at all. Oh, I love your wash stations. That's the same as mine. Walmart bins.
Yeah. But
I could just hear him going, Nathan, you got some of them droids?
Yeah. Oh, and he did, like, he was like, hey, man, when you come here, can you put out some droids, bro?
Hey,
Like,
what is your favorite filament printer?
right now, all I can do is suggest bamboo. It doesn't matter which one. Just
Yeah.
Mhm.
I've got one sitting down in my my floor that I haven't even touched, but I've been messing with the Cobra Max. That's awesome.
Yeah,
I've been
I
messing
gotta
with the
sell
Cobra
something.
Max 2s.
Yeah,
Like-
that's all I have now. In the back, so there's a bamboo there. There's all the resin printers on that rack, and then there's another bamboo over there by my mom's photo somewhere.
How about resin? I think Alegu is probably my best as far as that goes.
Yeah, Elegoo is who I suggest.
Any cubic is garbage.
They are.
Hey,
I have
guns,
one
man.
machine, which is probably no, not that one. Actually, yeah, it is that one. Still have that one.
This one?
Yeah, so that thing was released long time ago, and
That's probably what you use to do your hoses and shit on, huh?
so
Or
actually,
you said the Mars.
so what Anycubic
Bam.
Oh,
they upgraded their UV array, but it's terrible, and so it has hot spots. And,
It burns the screen out fast.
and so we were complaining to Anycubic about it, and they basically ignored us.
Yeah.
So all their new machines, if you do a screen test, it's going to have hot spots
Yeah.
throughout the entire build surface, and that shows up on every single print. So
Hmm.
Not to mention it's hard to get the supports off the hot spots.
Yeah. So when I went through, because I have ways to test light because I'm a photographer, when I went through and I was testing, there was like 150 lux difference between their hots and their colds. And
Wow.
so what that would do is it would literally leave a channel on the print where the cold spots were because they weren't being
Yeah.
exposed at the same time the hot spots were.
Yeah, I've learned my lesson with Anycubic on the resin. They're not too bad with the filament, but the resin is Alegu for a cost-effective printer, anyways.
Yeah, like I would just absolutely avoid them and see like
Yeah,
faults. So that was printing off the 1.6 in one. Like those fells, those were like $100 fells because that was like 3 or 4 liters of resin. That was
right. You have to keep filling it with those bottles as it's printing.
I would print it. It's not like I could do anything to change it, and then I would come out and then I would.
Scott, can you go back to that picture? That's
Which
up
one?
A little bit to the left there, up, right there. That one.
This
It
one?
failed. Yeah, it failed right at the bottom where you can see the supports all
Mhm.
crunchy right
Yeah.
there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that sucks.
That was $100 just
Ugh.
in the trash. I can't use it. Like
Yeah.
there's nothing I can do with it.
Well, you can use it in Michael Leffler's trash compactor.
Perfect.
Nice.
Unfortunately, he didn't tax me with that job yet, so I wasn't saving.
Oh yeah, this is awesome. I love this model.
Yeah. Tank. It's badass.
Yeah.
So my tank up behind me is actually a remote control from what the hell was that? 21st Century that I converted.
Yeah, so the artist that
Nice.
we did the tank with, he's making it
The cargo.
that basically slaps onto a tank body so it can be remote controlled. I'm like, go for it, bro. Like,
Oh, nice. So the built ones, yeah, that's cool.
That is.
These all have the little containers in them.
Yeah, with the kyber crystals and that's cool, dude.
Dang.
they were all
That's really.
like,
You gotta send me the link for that. I'll reach out to you about that.
yeah. Well, so those
See
containers,
how big they are.
diorama, and then I have the kyber crystals that I made. So
Wow.
send you the crystals. Yeah, I mean, Galaxy Diorama, I love him. I've been helping him for like 2 years now, and we've been trying to start a Patreon for his files.
I recently just found him. I actually really like him.
Yeah, he's a really really cool dude. We chat all the time, like all the time. I just got him on a new Bamboo printer because he's doing 1/6 stuff, and he's like, "Hey, I need to know what printer to get." I'm like, "It doesn't matter. Like, you're gonna get a Bamboo because it's
Yeah.
more
Yep.
faster than anything else that you can buy." So
Well,
like,
the Cobra Max 2 is pretty close,
it is,
but it doesn't do the quality that the Bamboo.
That's the whole thing. I get it because it's like with what I know about Bamboo and why I would be getting one if I can sell this keyboard over here. I'm getting one. I want to get it with the sale, but it's the more plug and play end of it, the less fuss.
Yeah.
Yes, you're still gonna have to do maintenance. Yes, you're still gonna have to do stuff, but I don't have to sit there and level the bed. And I don't have to check this.
Well,
I don't have time for that.
yeah,
You know.
like neither do I. Like after I got my first Bamboo, I was like, "Oh no, it's done." It's
yeah, that's it. Dishes are done.
Yeah.
I am bed. I am not tracing. No. So I instantly sold like everything. So even doing big stuff, I'm gonna do it on Bamboo until they release it.
Yeah. If you guys are beginners though, and you don't want to spend a lot of money, and you just want to play around, the Cobra Max is probably the closest to the Bamboo I've seen.
Like I think. Well, right now with the sale, I don't know how much the Cobra Max is going for right now. There's
Like $300 to $400.
so the Bamboo
It's
8,
1,600.
which is the bed slinger version, it's the bigger one. People in my Discord are saying they're getting better prints out of that thing than they are their P1S and stuff. And that thing's like $300 $300 right now with that sale that's going on.
You're saying they're
Wow.
getting a better print out of an A1 than they are a P1S?
Yeah,
I
Wow.
just bought the P1S.
How does that make any sense? Because it's a bed slinger.
Great.
I don't know. I have no idea. It could be something as simple as them using a different filament that doesn't have a profile built for it, and they haven't calibrated their printer for it.
Or a slicer. Maybe it's a little slower and it
Yeah.
takes its time. And
Yeah, there's so many factors still in the whole printing process, but to not have to babysit printers overnight, yeah.
I know your feeling. I hear a crash in the middle of the night, and my wife goes, "What was that?" I was like, "Oh shit, I know what that was," and I'll go find my build plate on the floor.
Yeah,
Whoa.
I had
Yes,
some
this is
people
the website.
in the Discord. They're printing off an ATST right now. And they're doing it without supports. They're like,
Oh no!
overnight. Ain't nothing ever bad happen overnight without supports. So like, yeah, you're gonna wake up and like weird noises, and your wife's
Yeah, I know that.
you're gonna walk out to the garage and you're gonna have a whole bunch of ramen printed.
Right?
Yeah, it's
Seen
spaghetti
that too,
factor.
dude.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
Or a
Yeah,
big
so
glob on the hot nut. Yeah.
it's interesting because it's like I'm seeing a lot of our friends starting to get into the 3D printing and getting it. I know Joel's been kicking stuff out. You've taken stuff to a whole nother level, Nathan, with a lot of it that I've seen on the
You
ship
kicked
end
me
of
right
it
in the shorts, dude.
and the droids. Yeah.
I've told everyone I'm just trying to help with Joel on the creatures. So if I can make a droid and it sits with Joel's work and it looks fine, then I'm like, I think that's a compliment for me.
I was just in getting a drink, and I was told my wife, I was like, if he figures out how to do creatures, I'm fucked.
I don't want to. I just boxed up creatures that I had printed for 2 years because I didn't want to finish them. So
Wow.
yeah, no, I will stick 100% with droids and speeders because when I think of Star Wars, like that's what I think of. I think of about like personal vehicles for like quick travel and droids, but nobody was doing them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I only do the stuff that nobody will do either, like more
Yeah.
off and
And
Yeah.
so
solo re.
if I
I
can
need that more off, Troll.
droids for people, they enjoy it, then yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Because that doesn't put me in Joel's territory, and it doesn't put me in with all the other people who are doing clones.
Yeah, we're in separate worlds right now.
Great.
We can absolutely stay there.
Right.
Hey, Flexi.
Hey, what's going on, buddy?
What's up, Flex?
Late am I?
And Johnny too.
Johnny's
Hi,
in here.
Johnny.
Where are you,
Johnny.
Johnny?
Down a little bit.
Can't find him. Yeah, I can't find him.
Cool, man.
Yeah.
Very
Good
cool.
stuff.
I'm amazed at your work, man. I'm amazed that you were able to take a photography skill and turn it into all this flexible resin. It just
Right.
kills me. That's dedication.
Yeah. So even when I was when I started off doing photography for my degree, there was people that were always focused on a certain aspect. Like, I want to do fashion photography. I want to do food photography. I want to do boudoir.
It's the same in this industry too.
Right? Like, let me learn as much stuff as I can because
Yeah.
that makes me a Renaissance man. And in this day and age,
Yeah.
when COVID hit, the boudoir people and the wedding people and all the
That's
people that
right.
to be around people, they all went out of business. I was like, you guys should have learned in class. You should
Yeah.
learn
Right.
stuff because doing weddings like that's seasonal. So you need to try to do something else.
Yeah.
Like actually create stuff for yourself. Because if you're an artist just trying to chase a paycheck, then you're gonna get burnt out.
Yeah.
It happens to a lot of people. So, like, I'm fortunate where I get to make some stuff that I actually want to make. And
Mhm.
I think that's the key. That's what makes the artist. I mean, you put your heart and your soul into it. Like Scott and
Yeah.
Janine, you guys, once you get a printer, your world will open up like you wouldn't believe. Like I used to kit bash and sculpt and do all this other
Mhm.
stuff. Once I got a printer, I was like, oh shit, I can do anything.
Right.
yeah, and me and Scott, we've talked
Mhm.
quite about printers. And so,
Oh,
when,
yeah.
like I said, when you're ready, you know where to reach out. I'm going to push you in the right direction. Matter of fact, I got like 9 printers over there for self. You want one?
I might want one. I actually might have to convert my printers out.
Yeah.
We'll need to talk, buddy, because I know you got to leave them behind. So
Yep, they definitely got to go. They are not coming with me. I think 2 more droids. I'm finishing printing, and then I am tapping out on 80 more commissions.
oh, look at that Aqua Droid. Are you doing an
Yeah.
Aqua Droid? Oh, and the Lava Droid. Oh,
So
those are all
yeah, this is
Skyloop.
his website. So when he's back up and running,
Wow.
he's got a lot of things that you can
Oh
check
yeah,
out.
yeah.
There's
Oh,
AZ.
Bielmer Monk, I see there. Yeah. You got some good shit there. Easy. Yeah, that's the one he's figured out how to pull the eyes out.
And that's the fun part about it is to take a figure and
Chopper.
giving it some life.
Mhm.
I'm
What's
gonna
the
work
Michelin
on trying
droid?
to. I'm gonna work on trying to get a
The
Hu
Michelin
Yang.
droid.
Yeah, scroll down a
Yeah,
little bit.
dude.
Tell me when.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Keep going. You'll see it. Keep going. There it
This
is.
one,
There it is.
the Clink droid.
Yeah.
Blank.
Uh,
Yeah, he's actually
that's cool.
so I have my astromech line, which is I have like every astromech head that I can find. I have like 4 or 5 different bodies, and
Wow.
That's cool.
he's
Oh
in
my
the
gosh, he's so cute.
Yeah, it's cool.
I really like.
I mean,
that
this
one
is just
too.
droids, right?
Yeah.
We saw
that.
Rex do a big
Yeah.
one of these. Yeah. Oops, very
So
cool.
once I get to Hungary, now that I'm officially in 1.6 as of yesterday with my
And I've kind of graduated from 1.6 to 1.1.
crew, for me as an artist, I hate having renders on my site. So as I do builds, I will be updating photos, and I'm going to go through all of these droids. I will build.
FX7. I've done FX7. Michael Leffler has my FX7.
Wow. That's beautiful.
Joel, that would be cool with your frigate.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, right.
Which one?
The FX7 to do an FX7 and put it next to it.
Oh yeah.
So
But I think if
That's
Nathan were to do it, he would take it to the next freaking level. That's for damn sure.
Mm.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like, it would be cool. Do that.
yeah, that's one of the ones that I am doing. right now. I'm still
FX7?
prepping his files so I can get him lit up.
Yeah, that's the same
Yeah.
file I have right
Look
there.
at that. Look at that gorgeous.
Did you see the one that I sent to Michael Leffler? Did you see the Anakin and everything I did for the tube?
I don't think I did.
Oh yeah, Leffler got my tube with the Anakin. That I used a Fison body. Oh, it was just amazing.
Nice.
Yeah, and then the FX7. Then I had the Emperor kind of leaning up against the glass. It was pretty awesome.
So I think right now
Oh my
I
goodness.
have General Kalani that's almost done printing,
Wow.
and I have FX that I need to print, and then somebody else that I'm missing.
No, it's true.
I remember who.
Mhm.
So I'm going to work on getting a Hu Yang file if you want
Yeah,
to collaborate.
Wow.
I've been wanting a print file for a while now.
I need to reach out to Gordon Tarpley.
Yeah. Yeah. For sure. But this is Nathan's website, and it just gives you an idea of what all he can do.
Yeah.
Again, you got to give him enough time to get set back up.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, I'm hoping to be set back up, and hopefully by like September.
It's not bad at all.
Can't order anything off of my website. My website is more like a menu. There
Yeah.
are a lot of things that I can do that I don't have the time to upload to a website. But I am more personal than anything, and so if I'm going to do something for somebody, I want to be able to talk to them, show them progress, like get
Yeah, that's one thing I've
Right.
heard good about you.
Mm-hmm.
so there will never be like an
Yeah,
eBay
we'll do
store.
this.
I do everything through chat.
But as an artist, when someone orders something and it kind of binds you up a little bit, and you have a few failures, it kind of disappoints you and sets you back a little bit, doesn't it?
It does. When I did the resin, the 100% resin 1/12 scale ATSTs, these things were massive. They were failure like heaven. They threw me back like almost 6 months.
And you almost need to take a break from that shit just to try and think about it, and then you'll have a eureka moment.
I have like this anti-impact resin. I'm like, oh, let's see how anti-impact it is. I was like, I could have trusted. Like you're flying everywhere, and that's just the build that like I said, sometimes you have those Midas touch builds, like every
Yeah.
Yeah.
Real Geniuses, that movie that comes to mind, that's how you figure out the laser,
yeah, and-
I always think of popcorn when I think of that movie, but yeah.
Right.
But
Mhm.
as an artist, sometimes these things happen. But if I was to run a store, like an actual storefront where somebody's like, "Oh, I bought this in the shopping cart," like I don't maintain contact with people, so they don't know what's actually happening. So,
Yeah.
hey, look, this is the 10th time I printed this thing, and I'm like at wit's end. I need to take a break.
Right.
Just have open communication about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of one of the things that I personally enjoy about it, because not only am I getting to build stuff from other people, but there's good communication between me and others.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I have commitment
Well-
issues, so I don't like saying I can build it unless I know for sure I can. If it's something new, I'll try, so I
Yeah.
don't disappoint the client.
yeah, and and I told Mike that when I took on both in
Still
one,
here.
I'm like, yeah, I can do this. I don't know how long it's going to take, because this is the first
Yeah.
miniature in 216. I don't know how stuff translates. I don't know what kind of lights I need to
Right.
get, like how to wire stuff. But more importantly, this thing is like 6 foot long. You can't.
How are you going to ship it after it's done, like a Rancor?
So I need to build it has to be able to break down into reasonable sizes for you. So there's a lot of things that I'm trying to do over just printing something and sending it.
And setting it up so that they can put it back together on their end correctly.
Yes. Yeah.
There's so much stuff, and he's been so thankful for it, because I've kept him updated on every step. I'm like,
Yeah, Leffler's awesome. He's one of the best clients you can ask for.
artist thing.
You can send it to Jeff. Jeff usually gets stuff broken anyways, showing up, so it'll just kind of.
Yeah, by the way, all that shit you throw
It's true.
against the wall, save it. I can make something out of it.
It's a really old ATR. It's not a good file. we actually did fully articulating piece, and I shared this on
What are you using to keep the joint stiff?
Viagra.
this has Redzone, Anti-Impact, M58, TH72, and Fast.
Can I recommend something? How are you joining them together?
What's that?
How are you joining the legs together? Like
By
bolts?
Yeah.
Use
Yeah.
O-rings.
So on this one, we didn't really need to do that, but
1/6 you might.
yeah, in 1/6, yeah, absolutely. The actual Astromex, I actually converted over to O-rings.
Aha, you're already on it. Never mind. I'll shut up.
So,
Yeah, I feel like Nathan's got a lot of engineering in him. You know.
so the new legs, they have an O-ring that's going to sit up here. That's going to
Oh,
provide
yeah.
pressure
Genius.
to the torso. But then there's also another one that's down at the ankle swivel to provide outward pressure because I wanted something that's
Absolutely.
kind of tight. And
Wow.
one of
I think
the models somebody sent me, I think it was the Sideshow. They use a very similar method. So I'm like, I'm gonna grab
Oh,
that one and
cool.
steal that.
we're becoming best friends. I don't know.
Yeah, I'd say so. I mean, it's almost to a point where we could almost do this, right? You know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fun times.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
We got a
Joel's looking at-
bromance forming.
Yeah. So Joel, did you show your wife any of the houses you found overseas yet, or?
She would probably be game to go. I mean, she'd be like, let's get the hell out of this place.
Right.
Supposed to walk
Alright.
down in between.
This time of year.
That's awesome.
If you notice, Joel has not been building anything. He's just been kind of chilling back. So
Watching.
Oh, he's engaged like you've never
Yeah.
seen. This is his stuff, you know. And it's like this is
Right.
also the interest that I'm getting into. I know Jeff has some interest because of the models, you know, just kind of seeing what you're doing. I'm interested in the 3D printing end of it and being able to start to do stuff like this. So, no, I find it really engaging. I know Joel's just like having a this is the
Oh,
best
I am. I'm
episode
totally
ever.
kicking out. And then I see Wayne saying something about the Cobb Vance speeder. What engine is that? Is that the
Cobb Van, that is
the
Racing.
Anakin speeder engine?
It is.
Oh no. Let's talk.
Hola.
What's the-
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
I've been wanting to do
Oh,
Anakin's
no.
Pod Racer.
So that's on. We are actually going to be working on Anakin's Pod Racer.
Oh shit. Well, I'll do Sebulba then.
Holy crap!
So we
Oh
will
wow, dude.
the entire engine. We found some better ways to incorporate different parts in. We
Wow.
have screenshots of his actual, I don't know, seat compartment. So we're going to redo the entire build. And then from that, we're going to take that engine and we are going to make Anakin's Pod Racer.
Oh no. Who's we?
So me and Twin Sons, he's in my Discord.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's
And
the guy-
Joel, Hazy Customs, and
I know Twin Son.
He did the Yoda TIE Fighter. He's done some speeders. He's done a whole bunch of stuff. So he's also doing the Falcon right now. That's one of our go-tos is that we want to be able to do the pod racer, but have like working electronics that are
No,
in it.
absolutely. Make the little fins and shit move. That'd be cool.
Like we're trying to go all out on it because I mean, it's Anakin's pod racer. It's fun.
Yeah,
right.
Hell yeah.
so
And
badass.
Sebulba's next, right?
God, Sebulba's would be huge.
I can paint Sebulba for you.
Sebulba one would be cool.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Dude.
know what I'm gonna do after that. I probably jump
Yeah.
right into doing the section of the Falcon so we can try to get the Falcon finished up.
Wow.
Yeah, I got the cockpit sitting up here on my shelf.
Wow.
It's taking so much time.
Well, yeah, that thing's huge though. It's 12 scale.
Great.
You know, it's massive.
I've got an AT-AT sitting up there on the shelf too that I need to do something with.
Oh my gosh.
It's like, Jeff, you think that DeAgostini's big. Go to a 12 scale.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And then the diorama, the Docking Bay 94. Well, that's the garage. We call that
I mean,
the garage.
this B-wing is just like crazy big.
Yeah, that thing's massive. I mean, let me find Joel.
Oh,
Where are
shit.
you, Joel?
Hold on, I gotta raise the camera.
Slightly out of
Yeah.
frame. Like, I mean, the medical frame.
Yeah, look at that thing. It looks like a giant pill up there. It's huge. Joel's head. He could wear that thing as a hat, no problem. Yeah, see? Be a
like,
giant hat.
You got no more room in there again.
Yeah,
No.
if I wanted to
Right.
do this, and if I wanted to do the whole thing, that would be crazy killer.
Do it.
And it spins. I love that it spins.
Wow.
And there's people that have been asking us to do a articulating.
That's crazy, huh?
It's like at 1/12 scale, it's already huge, and we already did the Y-ring, but not a lot of people want to actually print it out. Like, so it's kind of like find something that people will actually want,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and something
Yeah,
that
or actually can fit in their home.
Right.
It's not a want, it's a need.
there's people that absolutely want and need a full 1/12 scale Falcon that you can use as a photography backdrop where you can pull rooms and stuff out. People want that. I don't want that because I don't have the room for it.
Right.
People want that, but like when you get into some of the other stuff, it's like, do you realize like how big this stuff is? Gonna be?
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. This is gonna be 12 feet long, this B-wing.
Like,
Yep.
like you need to build a house to go around the ship that you're requesting.
Right.
No, you just build this stuff big enough so you can live in it.
Or
Yeah,
you just
Solve
do
all
what my
the
wife
problems.
says, put me outside.
Yeah, there you go. You're going to the backyard.
so
Funny.
but and I enjoy it. And if there's anyone that wants to build like big stuff or wants help, if it's okay in the on the Facebook, I'll put it in my Discord so anyone.
Yes, please. No, please. You can even do it in the chat here if you can put it in, please. I think
Maybe-
Wayne shared it earlier.
Yeah, he
Can
might
you
have
see
to
Joel?
share a private chat
Good.
when you guys can share it.
What's that, Jeff?
Yeah,
Can
so
you see Joel? Can you see Joel in the backyard and it's raining and he's got to pull the B-wing cockpit over to like?
Yeah, right.
And then there's a table, and I'm peeking up over the table, and then I'm like, pew, 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 pew.
Be funny.
Well,
So amazing.
for
Really?
other things, just move on. Nathan, this does not compare to Nathan's stuff at all. But this was announced. I guess this is the Ghost Micro Squadron.
That's really cool, though.
That's
It's got all the peoples. Comes with 2 Y wings. Granted, they're not 4 feet long, but
Right.
still, I mean, I think for the size of it, the price, it's going to be around $100.
I'm really
Which
hoping
if-
the Phantom is detachable.
Yeah, it looks like it might be. We'll just have to wait and see, you know. But
I wonder if it's gonna
I'm
come
excited about seeing something this size because it starts making me think, well, what else are they going to try and do?
Yeah.
You know, are we going to see a blockade runner, a Tana 4? Are we going to see a sandcrawler? Are we going to see a possible whatever, you know?
Yep.
I got one more question for Nathan. Nathan, do you love
Mhm.
artist freedom?
what's that? Artist freedom.
Yeah. Do you love artist freedom?
I do until it is a paid like commission. And
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I can't stand when somebody tells me like, do whatever you want. Like, no, tell me what you want.
Yeah.
This is yours. So I love having the freedom to be able to create and stuff like that. And I love all the expression, but on certain things, like you need like a precise, like, hey, you need to check this box and this box on this.
Oh, see, if they tell me to do whatever I want, I do it. Like if I'm going to keep it in my collection, anticipating that they won't like it,
Yeah.
but they always love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everything I send out, I'm like, yeah, they're gonna hate this thing.
Yeah, right.
Well, again, when you're making something and stuff, what you got, you know where all the little things are that you weren't happy with or whatever. But a lot of times the person or the client that's getting it is just stoked to have it and they love
Yeah.
it. They
Yeah.
don't see that little wire that you were upset about or whatever it is. You know.
Unless they're stopped.
For a lot of creatives, like
Yeah.
the artists themselves are always going to be their biggest
Worst
critic.
cricket. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's really hard. Like for me, like it's really hard to kind of get beyond like I have all this freedom to do what I want. Like that's just how I kind of process things. Like I will do it how I want, and everything I do with the intention that, hey, I am going to photograph this.
Yeah.
These are the details that I need to actually be on there. But like with ACI, we were talking. So we know in like the cartoon, he is more of a gray color with like a black wash. But in cartoon, how does that translate into realistic? Is that metallic, or is it still gray? And so I was asking the client, I'm like, which one do you want? Do you want this to be more of a metallic color, or do you want me to stick?
Yeah, is it a brown coat or blue coat?
So, and that's
Brown.
that's things that I need. I always have to have like clarification on. Like, you want me to do something that's realistic and paint it realistic, great. But when there's that translation difference between two different mediums, like
Yeah.
that's where the artistic freedom kind of bites me.
Oh, yeah, I got you.
Alrighty. And other wonderful news, we've got this thing that just came out. So, what are your thoughts, everybody, on this one?
Easy
2
pass.
bronze.
It is
Browns.
sold out. I'm shocked.
Yeah,
Yep, it's sold out. That's the other
Yeah.
thing. Think about that for a second. It's sold out. You know, so because there are releasing and have figures and things for this.
Oh, he's
How do you think those will sell?
figures. No, he's the standout. I mean,
Yeah.
I wouldn't want any Hot Toys of any of these characters. Maybe Soul, but I mean, a Hot Toy of him would be pretty cool, right?
Yeah, that's
But-
stupid.
But,
Yeah.
Yes.
but this is. I think it's 2 bronze. I know they said. I think Evan said the people on the show said that, you know, the showrunners and stuff said this is how it looks, but you know, with lighting and stuff. But I
Yeah.
want like you were just talking, brown coat or blue coat.
Mhm.
Like, what do you visually see when you're watching? I think Rex's nailed it because it has a little bit of bronze to it, but it has kind of a Knights of
Look
Ren
at that.
to it. Yeah, that looks a
Well,
little more.
he was able to pull his like the eyepiece a little thinner too, right? Because
Well,
Hasbro's
yeah.
got to make it.
You know what's amazing is he was building this before even that other episode where they showed a lot of cool shit.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The helmet.
But
So
I mean, you
kudos
look
to
at
him.
that because he can do the small eye section, right? Because it's custom. Whereas the Black Series, they have to open it up so that, you know, you can see through it, and they can't get a lawsuit because some kid ran out into the middle of the street. You know, he couldn't see or something. So, but huge difference in the way the two of them look.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Huge difference.
But
But
I guess, you know, as the series goes on, we're going to see it more in that light, I'm
Mhm.
guessing. And that's why they went that route. You know, it was a very dark scene in episode 5. So maybe as it continues on, we're going to see it in the daylight or whatever. And it's going to look more bronze instead of black. That's the only thing I can think of.
yeah, I don't know. I still like the way this one looks.
Yeah, I do too.
If I was to go with two of them.
I
Yeah.
do too.
Scott, so I can answer Sante's or Sante.
Yes.
can
Yeah.
you Blow
You want
me
to
up.
blow you
so I
up?
can-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Blowing. There it is.
Look
This
at all
thing's
that
beautiful.
detail. Crazy detail.
Yeah, but
And
look,
this is just raw print, and I just used a hot stick glue gun to put it together so I could actually show it. I just rattle canned it just to throw some design to it. I haven't even pulled all the actual supports off of it.
No, it's
Cool, man.
an awesome ship. I think that's one of the better.
when did you get the Dejaric table, Joe? Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Nathan.
Oh, I got that from J2SO.
Wow.
Or Jeff. I got that from Jeff. Sorry,
Jeff's.
Jeff.
I was like, wait, you got one from him also?
Oh, sorry, I'm a
No, I
loser.
just took your credit, dude. I put my name on the gift tag.
All right.
You're like, there's the submarine and there's the tank turret. It's so cool.
Wow.
I like the little airplane thing on the drop down too. There's like a full blown airplane.
Yeah.
I don't
It's like the
think
fuselage.
I don't know if I've seen that yet.
Yeah,
It's on
the,
where it
Like,
goes
there's the
down.
bottom of a ship.
Start
Yeah.
to go down. Go down.
start
Go
to go
down. Yeah, it's in one of these that are going through. It's actually an airplane.
Hey, we'll be able to see the wings and the. Unless it's not on the. There it is, right there.
Mhm.
Scroll up a little bit. Up. There you go, right there. The wing.
Yeah. You can see at the back tail wing
Oh, okay,
sitting
right here.
sideways. Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
That looks
Yeah,
awesome.
see, I didn't even notice that. So there's a lot of support. All that's all windows and stuff that's gonna have to be lit.
Look at all the battleship pieces in there.
There's
Yeah.
some support still in that window. So I mean, like, I really didn't spend a lot of time. I just hot glued it real quick for Shane's gonna be getting this bad boy. So
Wow.
it fit. This is the same scale as the X-wing game pieces because I told him to. He picked up a whole bunch of X-wing game pieces for me.
Oh yeah.
And I told
yeah.
him to keep the
Mhm.
Millennium Falcon because I already have it, and
Yeah.
that will go perfectly right here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so I mean, there's still some wings I need to print for there, right there, but this is that tank turret. Just I geek out on that tank turret. I don't know why, but it just kills me.
Wow.
I like the engines. I
Yep.
don't know if I can get a good shot of the engines. Probably not with the lighting.
That definitely is going to go better. That goes better together than the JPG. The garage kit. It's a little wonky.
Oh yeah, this thing is this is a gam body print. It's just amazing. And I printed it out on the Cobra 2 Max, and I actually printed out in like less than a week.
Yeah,
It prints like fast like bamboo, but not quite as good as bamboo. But
Wow.
yeah, if you're looking for a dollar value and you're trying to save money, I think the Anycubic Cobra 2 Max is probably where you want to start if you're a beginner. But yeah, that's just my 2 cents.
Wow.
Yeah, there's the sub. There's the ship. Yeah, cool piece. There you go.
Yeah. That is
Okay,
awesome.
hit me.
Hit you. Boom. There we go.
Boom!
Wow.
Here comes the boom.
Yeah, exactly, right? So, anything else you guys want to talk about or cover before we start going into the
Pickups.
pickups? Yeah. You guys good?
I don't think so.
Good.
All right. So I'll blow some of this up because it's going to knock me back and forth on this. But Steve Constantine got a 6 scale. Woo.
I don't think he got it. I think he made it. If it's Steve
He made it?
Constantine.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
if it's
think
Steve
so.
Constantine.
It's like what I almost want to say with when you guys share your pickups and stuff, if you could put just a little blurb, especially if it's something you made or
Yeah,
whatever, or any
if
kind of
it's-
detail would be awesome.
If it's Steve Constantine, he made that.
Wow.
He took that and converted it.
Freaking awesome.
Yeah, that's freaking
So
bad.
cool.
Yeah, he's a pretty good artist.
And before we get, there's the Discord. It's in the chat for Nathan's setup, just so you guys
Oh,
know.
badass.
So okay, so he made that. So that's a big deal.
Well,
That's
he
a big deal
converted
at that
it or
point.
whatever.
Yeah.
He probably took a wolf and
Mhm.
or made the wolf or I don't know who that was for sure. It was definitely
Uh,
his squadron.
Sergio just picked up some little things this week.
Oh, how cool.
Battlezord.
I want one.
Very nice.
Those things hold their own. Hasbro has done a really good job on their aliens, like Sebulba. I repainted
That's awesome.
I repainted Sebulba, and even Jorge was fooled about it.
Yeah, I have that same one. I repainted like the one Rex did, the Geonosian colors, and yeah,
Mhm.
they do. For
The,
the price,
the Geonosian bug is an amazing repaint.
That's
Is this the same as the Watto you got, Janine?
yes. Yep.
I'm repainting
one's cool.
Watto right now, so that more to come on that.
Love my water.
All right. Let's see what Todd said, just out of curiosity. Damn, dude. Okay. Sergio also got an N1.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
That's cool.
You can
that's
see
cool.
how his collection is like really growing.
Right, his collection's crazy all of a sudden.
Mhm.
Oh, like yours.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
hers is yeah.
And the customs you're doing are
Crazy.
amazing, Janine. By the way.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Look
There
at
you
that.
go.
There's your pod race.
Oh, Pod Racer.
That thing was so
But-
cool because it had the handle in the middle. You know, you can make it.
Yes.
Yeah, make it.
Well, it's crazy that he's holding it where he's holding it and it's balancing. So
Well,
I
it's
guess
on
this is
wires.
quite. Yeah.
Yep.
I guess those are quite.
So
Yep.
Bulbous was
Crazy.
like that before I cut it up. Whoops, Sid.
What?
Wow.
You don't say.
He's
I
gonna
did,
know
I
you
cut
guys
it up.
cut it up. And then we got this one. There you go.
Yeah, the Sebulba one. You hit the button on the side, and the little spinner thing comes out of the side.
Yeah, that sparked quite
Oh,
a bit
that's
when I was
cool.
cutting it.
That's cool.
Quite a bit when I was cutting it. Oh my god. Oh, that says Hazy
Yo.
Customs. Cut it up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cut it up.
All right, so
Sometimes
here's
your
Steve's.
fails
Yeah, just picked up a
Robocop.
Renew Sideshow Wolf to animated colors and weathering 1 to 6. So that was this one. Yeah.
Wow, that's beautiful. I love the paint.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Steve does a good job customizing though.
Yeah.
Again, the amount of talent that sits in this community is amazing. Oh, somebody got a.
Oh, nice.
Is this Sean? Oh,
No, it's a Louis.
Lewis
Lewis.
Underwood.
This is Lewis. Yeah, Lewis
look at that.
Underwood.
That's kind of cool.
Ooh,
I don't think I've really focused on that one that much. That one's really kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
It looks a lot more like the Rogue One.
Well,
Yeah,
what's interesting is that Tom has had this sculpt in his office for forever, and then they finally just were like, "Yeah, let's go ahead and do it. Let's go ahead and release it." You know.
very cool.
All righty. So we got that guy. We've got I'm guessing a Marcel print. Yeah. So these are things that he is picking up.
Oh, Marcel, killer,
that-
dude.
Mhm. Yep. RC Death Trooper.
I was
Nice.
when I was in Comic Con. I was talking to Emily Swallow about having lunch with Marcel. She had nothing but kind words for him.
Aw.
He's a great dude. He's part of the family, you know.
Yeah, super nice.
So-
Super humble, too.
CC, I'm guessing CC picked this up, which is the 3 prints. I know J2SO talked briefly about this somewhere, but these look great. These look, I mean,
Did you get him, J2SO?
Wow.
Yeah, so I know it'll get to my pickup of it, but
Oh,
so
look at
CC
that.
posted the pre-order, or that they were up for pre-order.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
she
yeah.
messaged me and said, "Here's the pre-order code." So I was like, "Damn, I have 0 room for any more prints," and I was like, "I'm just gonna do Revenge of the Sith, and that's it. That's all I have room for." And I was talking to Clay, and I was like, "Man, I kind of want to do the whole damn set. I don't know." And then I regretted it, and then they went on sale, and I was like, "Screw it!" So I bought the other 2, and I messaged them, and I was like, "Hey, I was able to get the other 2," and so they were able to combine them with my pre-order from the day before, which
I
was
totally want to build that Acklay. I think I'm going to do a full Acklay.
That's cool.
that's nice.
That's the crab-looking one in the arena.
Dude,
Oh,
that
okay.
arena one's so
Gotcha.
cool. And then a Maul Insidious in Coruscant there. That's such a cool scene.
Oh yeah,
Um,
looking over the balcony.
yeah, and it has the dialogue also in the far right corner.
Oh,
Oh, that's
There
cool.
was a regular version. That version had the dialogue from those scenes.
is that
this
from
is-
Ahsoka?
This is really cool.
What?
This is
No.
Indy.
Indiana
This is
Jones.
Dial of Destiny. This is Indiana Jones.
Oh, for crying out loud! My bad.
So this is another Juan piece, and it's like if you've seen Juan, his
Yes.
1-to-1 indie and all the other stuff that he's got, and it's just absolutely amazing.
Only the best, which is
Yeah.
like, this is awesome.
So, congrats on that. That looks really
Which-
cool.
Yep.
All right, Honor. Am I saying that right? I believe so. This is a Clone Commander Gree.
That's
It's
awesome.
MR. It's the half
little
scales,
one.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
a little half.
But
I
it
love
looks
that
great
visor.
with the green visor in there. Looks great.
Mm-hmm.
That is awesome.
Really nice.
I hate that it kicks me out, but
Every
stupid
time.
Chromebook. Yeah, it's Chrome and all the other stuff. So Izzy Mel, this is 1/6 scale.
This
He's working
guy
on this.
kills me. I love this shit.
I know. It's like, so this is like hitting those ends of like what Nathan's doing now.
Yeah.
a lot of diorama stuff and bringing that in.
Izzy
Yep.
does a lot of he makes it his he like designs it himself,
Mhm.
Wow.
like the chair and everything. That chair is awesome.
Well, that
That's
1/6 scale TIE fighter. If
Yep.
you've seen that, the wings are,
Yeah,
I don't know,
3
5
feet?
feet tall or something. No,
oh, they're
Yeah.
huge.
Beautiful.
It's like you think 6 scale. Oh yeah, that'd be awesome. And then you're like, you have no idea what you're talking about as far as
Yeah.
size.
Where the heck are you going to put it?
How you gonna ship that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the biggest thing. If you've ever shipped anything for a living, yes.
And Izzy's also working on. This looks familiar, right,
This
Jeff?
is for Joseph.
Oh yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh, he's doing another one for Joseph because
Well,
I know
he's
Chris.
doing a cockpit for Joseph anyway.
Okay, because Chris just did a full D'Agostini for Joseph, Chris Benoit.
Wow.
Although I
Joseph
haven't
gets
seen
all the
mine
cool
in a couple
stuff.
months.
Yeah,
Right?
Joseph's got all the awesome stuff. Joseph and Michael, obviously.
Right. Well, don't forget gay. I mean, everybody. It's a lot of our people have amazing stuff. Want to make sure I didn't miss anything with the Santee post here. Console. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Miles, Mr. Kaz himself.
Nice.
Just a few shirts from Trooper Bay.
That's cool.
So Trooper Bay there. Do Back
cool.
Steakhouse. That's awesome. That's
That
awesome.
is awesome.
Actually,
Dewback Steakhouse. That is pretty cool.
That is awesome. And then
is
whatever
cool.
this is, which is the Rancor, yeah.
That's
Oh,
one of the
that's
coasters from Galaxy's Edge.
Dang,
That's
dude.
cool.
Those are nice. Killer score. Doop, boom, boom. It's sometimes it's like something simple like that you're just like, that's badass.
Yep. Like the patches I picked up.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. There's never the price tag doesn't pull it. So Sam got Micros Galaxy. I know. Squadron.
Wiggity,
This is a
wiggity,
Luke
whack.
X-wing. Witty what?
Wiggity wiggity whack.
Yes, that's it. I'm at that point where I think the week is finally kicking in.
Oh, you're on vacation next week. though.
Yeah. So, battery drying. Okay, so awesome on those. Dig the Micros Galaxy stuff. It's cool to
Yes.
have ships. They're
Really.
manageable. They're not huge, but the detail a lot of times is pretty good, or at least a good starting point to weather.
Oh, heck yeah.
So, is it Al? Al Geeks, Matt? Got this guy, the Solo Sabers. Looking
Wow,
pretty
that
awesome.
looks awesome.
Yeah, you got the
That's
crystal
great.
chamber in here. There,
Nice.
so it's Graflex top. It's kind of a Star Killer, isn't it?
Wow. That's really nice.
That's beautiful.
That's
Just
pretty
waiting
cool.
for it to show up. Congrats. That looks awesome. That's a Jeremy piece, I'm guessing. Solo Sabers. Does good work. Really good work. All right. Hendrick. Got this.
Good, man.
Nice.
Trilogy
Dude, it's
set.
just,
This,
they're too damn good, man. Those prints, they look so good.
I don't
well,
have any
even
wall
if
space.
you don't even look at the prints, you almost look at the color. Just the color
Right.
of them
Hmm
Yep.
is awesome. Yeah.
I think they're 12 by 24, so they're
Yeah.
a good size.
Oh, that is
And then,
good.
and
So
then
it's
we've
like a
got
twisted
J2SO.
Nice.
Thanks, CC, for the update yesterday on this. And then Evan reminded me I needed to do the whole set. So, yeah.
I don't think you need the Mustafar one, J2.
I don't think you need this. I think you need to send it to hashtag New Hampshire, Vermont, somewhere up in that area.
Yeah.
Just-
That'll look good with the
Virginia,
Dio, Jason.
It'll look really good. That's awesome.
Okay.
All
This
right,
is-
Tim Luca has a puppy.
Oh,
Nice.
Oh,
He-
look at him.
he wins. How
Lifestyles
Yeah, right.
101. Very
Paint him
good.
green. Turn him to Yoda.
cute.
Yeah, and don't say it, Jill. Don't say cut it up. No.
No,
Right.
no, no. I didn't take Grogu.
Yeah, doesn't work here.
Very
That's
photogenic.
adorable. He is
so
adorable.
cute. You
Absolutely
win.
adorable.
Best
Yeah,
pickup of the week.
Right? Okay, bear with me as I scroll through all this. Okay. Colin has a
Ooh.
Yoda saber. It's an MR, Master Replicas.
Very
Wow.
nice.
Congrats.
Yeah.
That looks awesome. That looks awesome.
Oh, B has 10 puppies. 10.
Wow.
Jeez.
10 puppies.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it is. And no.
I have
mean,
2
no.
cats and 1 husband, and I can't handle life sometimes.
Right.
Those little dogs have attitudes the size of the sky.
Right.
Well, the cats are easy. What she's saying, and I'm the
Yeah, I
difficult one.
bet. Yeah.
This is
Funny.
awesome.
That's what I'm
Got-
saying.
I got 6.
Evan
Please
found my
send-
sock comment earlier.
At yomama.com. That's so funny.
Oh no, you had a sock comment? Oh no.
I posted as Evan. I'm like, hey, send your socks since I'm not here. So
It keeps going. Yeah.
That's
Hilarious.
awesome.
Evan had
Congrats.
said, yeah, congrats. Absolutely, congrats. Sergio also got the 187 helmet, which is awesome.
Nice.
Oh nice.
Like the colors on this one. Look at all the color back here. What's this? What's this going on here?
Oh, he's
Uh-oh.
got all
And
them,
this.
the anime things.
Yeah,
Didn't you just have the
and
nieces
this.
and over? Weren't they toddlers? Did they see that?
Look at you focus on the background.
Exactly.
Sergio, we need you to send some more photos over here.
Exactly.
Mr. Scott.
Sorry, I got to keep scrolling through it. We're getting through it.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
Moving on. Moving on.
All
right.
right.
Oh, that looks
Pasina?
Cool.
Pasana? I don't know how to
Cassiano.
Thank you. Look at how killer that looks.
That looks amazing.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
See, that's like the color that Miles uses. It's not exactly black.
Right.
It's not quite gray. It's that perfect color so your black pops. It's great for displays. Wow.
You know what's really
Yeah.
cool is that bead board behind it. It has that.
Yes,
Yeah.
I was just thinking that back
Texture.
there in that color. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
that's
good.
good. Texture.
Wow.
that looks
That's
great.
great.
That looks
That looks
fantastic.
amazing. I need to do shit like that on my vacation.
Yeah, you do.
Focus on small things.
Focus.
Well, now you got something for Scott to do.
Shush.
Right?
Shush.
You can't press a button on a dishwasher. Stop it.
I can't do what?
Press the button on the dishwasher.
No, I
Oh
can't.
no, Scott! But he figured out your
Your audio and camera, of course
Yeah,
it is.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's a different part of the brain, right? It's the right versus the left part.
That's right.
So,
He's
yeah,
not a
that's what it
domestic
is.
goddess.
hmm
Maybe there's a reason he pretends to not be able to figure out that button.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm telling you, I did that years ago with laundry. I was putting all the laundry, and this is years and years ago. I just started throwing everything in the laundry, and the person at the time was like, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm washing my clothes." You need to separate the colors. I said, "Screw that." You wind up getting something cool every once in a while.
I still
No.
don't do that.
and then it was, "Nope, you're no longer doing laundry." And I'm like, "Okay,
Uh-oh.
that's easy."
We learned a really long time ago how to play possum.
Yes, exactly, right?
Yeah.
Kit Fisto and the Kit Fisto Saber.
Looks
This
Mr.
fantastic.
Flex.
This is
That
really-
Gentle Giant piece looks really good.
Hell yeah, it does.
Flex, I always love how you do the mix sizes.
Right.
That's just so cool.
And the lac shelf.
And the lac shelf that it's sitting on, that's right. That's an IKEA shelf.
Yeah,
But
lac
then you've got the signature with the piece from Ariel. And then the Saber. And yeah, it
Yeah.
just looks great.
Flex knows how to display his shit. That's
He
Yeah.
does.
Yeah, those are good.
That room. I can't wait
Really
for him
good.
to get his new room done.
That's okay.
Be
Did
amazing.
you?
Shut up, J2SO.
I'm trying to remember. I think it was the last Rogue 5 Cantina, but Flex was doing the Droopy McCool thing that you used to do with that Saber.
Yes, he was. He was.
The droopy. The droopy.
The Droopy is doing the Droopy.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Everybody do the droopy.
At least he doesn't look like Droopy.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, what do you got? Oh, okay, that's what you got there.
Never
All right, no
mind.
problem.
Them guys were high when they
Sam.
made that one.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure.
Man, this
All right.
great.
Yeah, Nico Springer, new light bases is for Mark, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that base. That's beautiful.
See, that's all Nathan needs for his skull thing. That thing was
Right.
badass,
Right.
That would be
dude.
easy enough, I would think.
So if I'm
Yeah.
going to do a blow up like that, I'm going to split the helmet in half. I'm going to put a Men in Black dude in the middle, and I'm going to put it on that base. That would be badass right there.
God.
There you go.
Joel, instead of the Men in Black alien, do the little alien from Clone Wars.
Oh,
Right?
okay. You're talking about what the hell's his name?
The little general guy.
Yeah, General.
General
Yeah.
Garth.
Wow.
There's a file for him.
All right. Where are we?
Yeah,
Right there.
MJD has one. I've been really wanting to make a droid head that has a
Oh,
cool.
this is Billy.
Okay.
That'd be so
What
cool.
was that again, Nathan?
Billy.
What's that?
Go ahead, Nathan.
Oh, no, it was MJB made General Garth Khan, and I've been really wanting to make a droid head that has a little compartment inside the.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, I got it in 1/6, but I bought it, so I don't have a file for it. That sucks.
This looks so damn good.
It
So
does
I am really jealous. I mean, this is Billy. Billy got this from Rex. This is
get all of that from Rex.
so freaking amazing. The way it came out. It's beautiful. It's 1-to-1 scale.
Absolutely.
There's his boba. There's his short. So this, I believe, is also a Rex piece, right, Rex? Is one of yours.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's
Yeah,
a
it's
General
cool.
Giant piece, but that looks badass.
Side
His-
charger, or,
Rex's
oh,
pictures of this down by the waterfalls.
Amazing.
Yeah.
mhm.
He almost drowned doing that.
Yeah,
he
and,
fell in
and,
the water.
and some old lady thought he was carrying a bomb. Yeah.
Oh.
But his instincts was to save the camera and save the droid head.
Right.
That's awesome.
Right.
Just like a sniper. Hey, Scott,
Well, it's
let
one
me-
of those things you're like, I put all that work into it. It's not going in all
Yeah,
heel.
exactly.
That's kind of how you with cabinets. You're walking in a house, somebody trips or something, you throw yourself under that cabinet. You're not
Yep.
making it again. You'll heal. That's how. So yeah, that is badass piece. Congrats, Billy and Rex. Amazing job. Absolutely
Seriously.
amazing job on that thing. All right. So we got that.
Billy, you almost killed your friend.
Mm. Eric Montgomery finally went on sale and Megadeth tickets for September. So he's got the AT-AT, he's got Deadpool showing here, and Megadeth tickets.
That's awesome.
So the interesting thing, Eric, just so you know, Dave Mustaine used to live a couple streets over from my parents.
Yep.
Same with Tom Selleck. Yeah.
And Tori and Dean had their inn down the street. Remember?
Yep. That's right.
Oh,
That's
really?
right.
Oh, my wife
Mhm.
would love that.
Yep. We used to
Yeah.
drive by, look at the inn. It was a mess. Like
That's
when
so-
production was going on, it was beautiful, but otherwise, it was a hot mess.
Yeah, Megadeth. Right there. And Linus got a pop of a Dark Trooper, which looks
That's
really
cool.
cool. Very, very cool.
Such a cool design.
Piece.
I got out of
Mhm.
those pops, man. They were dangerous.
Yeah, me
well,
too. Hot.
the thing is with the pops is that you're like, oh no, I'm not buying any more pops. And you go in the store and you're like, wow, this one's really cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
And
like,
next thing you know, they start multiplying and you're like, crap, how the hell did I wind up with 20 of them?
The only ones I kept were the Dewback and the Tauntauns.
Yeah, those are killer. Some of the ones where they're in the ships, like the Falcon or the X-Wing, you're like, oh man,
or with the
I
comic,
get that. Yeah.
the comic ones are cool.
Yeah. The comic ones are cool. That have the backs on them. That's comics. So
Yep.
this is Toad. Toad got this. Dakota Bakia.
Toad
Nice.
actually hooked me up with a Gentle Giant bust
Nice.
Oh, awesome.
of what would have been Forlom back in the day. Now it's Zuckus.
Yep. Yep.
So, oop. There we go. All right, Todd. Black Series Clone T bucket is dope. Lighting, accents, anything,
Yeah, the blue is awesome.
even
Oh,
a
that's
turd.
cool.
Yeah,
That's
that
cool.
looks cool. That looks really cool. I like it. I like it a lot. All right.
Thanks too many
Sorry.
hints. So I'm at that point where it has to be freaking awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
You-
your
you
space
get more
is limited
picky.
now,
Oh, come
and
on.
everything they come out with is freaking
Holy
awesome.
crap, dude! Are you serious?
Yeah, so
I didn't
the-
choose this life. This life
Yeah.
chose me.
I tried to make these a couple months ago, and I asked Evan, I was like, "Do you care if I try and make these high tech?" All I wear is Vans, and I have
Is this
Yeah.
did Vince hook you up on this?
so he did because I tried to make
Oh,
these,
badass.
and I spent the money, and then Vans hit me back like a day later and was like, copyright, you can't do it, and I was like, shit.
Oh, Damn
So
trademark.
Oh,
Yeah, Evan happened to be talking to him to get a pair of the mids. And he's like, let me see what we can do. And they were able to come through and get me the high tops here. So
Why
Oh,
was it
cool.
copyrighted? Because of the Spice
I-
Runners TM?
Eben's
Tim?
copyright.
I don't know if our
Spice
TM
Runners Tim? Yeah.
Yeah.
So Eben cockblocked you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he helped me. He blocked me and then he
He
finished me off, so it worked out well.
He just wanted to let you know who the master was.
Yeah. He's like,
He
you
gave you a
come
little
in.
tickle. Yeah.
Just saying it.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, these are so cool. So
Hey,
thank you to
Sergio.
both of them.
Those are badass in your
Sergio.
Vans. How freaking cool is that? Nice,
Awesome.
Sergio.
Amazing.
Nice, Sergio.
Wow. Lex in the house.
Looks great interview with Victoria last.
Yes, that was fantastic.
Okay.
Do. Okay, we're almost there. We're almost there. I saw some killer shoes, and then
Right,
what's
shoes.
next?
Come
Well,
on.
Vans. Janine loves Vans. I love Vans.
Yeah, I
so,
get them all the
yeah.
time
Yeah,
too.
dude. That's
totally
all
feel
I
ya.
wear.
Hey, I got
Yeah.
this figure too.
10 pairs.
Yep. Okay. So, Justin, congrats on the
Right.
Scout Trooper Commander. Yeah.
Commander.
Yeah. It's
this
from
thing
that
is
game.
From the video game. I made
Mhm.
one like 2-3 years ago.
Yeah, I was gonna say I thought you made one.
I think
Yeah,
mine
cool.
holds my own to the. I did a comparison, but I didn't post it. Like an idiot.
Nice.
Like an idiot. Well, you just get focused and go. You
Yes.
just get things done. If you turn your back on Joel, he'll start a project and finish it by the time you turn around.
Yep.
So you've got to be you got to be on it.
I think Nathan's a lot like that too.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, he gets very focused. You can see that.
Yeah,
and-
insomnia takes a toll.
Mhm, you just keep going.
No, I'm definitely slow.
So Kyle. Sorry, I apologize. My eyesight's not the
Oh,
greatest.
Kyle Collins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Added the life-size Target animatronic BB-8 to the collection. Love this thing.
What?
That's the life-size one. That's the big
Life
one.
I
size?
actually,
Target.
so I'm just gonna say, and I'm gonna Sid this. I cut one up just to see what makes it work.
Oh my god.
Oh my God.
I did. I'm guilty.
I'm
So
So
guilty.
I got an extra head.
Oh my God.
Joel.
I wanted to see what made it thick.
I have a little one that I love. Love. I actually had two. I sold
Well, I
one.
wanted to see what made the big one tick.
Was it a big
Uh,
one of those balls you get in the big cage at Walmart?
No, it's just like that. It was that one that Kyle got.
So it's that BB-8, and he took it apart to see how
I
it
did.
works. And of course,
I
it's
did.
like it's broken now.
You
Walmart
can't just
box.
take it. Yeah, I threw it away already because
Oh
well, I
my
kept the
gosh.
guts. I kept the guts in the head.
Dan Johnson, this is a good one, Dan. Congrats on this. Latest Hyperdrive exclusive, first helmet from RS. I've got the Snowtrooper helmet statue. I can't believe how late this is. But yeah, this is the one from Rogue One.
Oh, that's
I thought-
cool.
Dude, I thought that was an actual hunter, Ewok hunter, but it's not. It's
No,
leather.
this is the one that was shown. It's a black helmet.
Yeah.
That's the sticker.
This is
RS.
the Rebel version one. Oh, that's cool.
They did the whole run on it, and you can see it. I think in the beginning when you see like two tubes and everything, you see them in the background. I
Yeah.
remember right.
Yeah, when they're bringing the pilot.
Yeah.
And he talks to two tubes. Here they come, and Moroff's bringing them in.
Amazing.
It's a beautiful piece. Congrats on that, Dan. That's a killer score.
I didn't even know they made that.
Yeah, they did a run, and of course they did it through the hyperdrive, which is like impossible to get in. But yeah.
Who's this?
All right, so I just want to double check. Dan, that came out great. Yep. Okay. So this is Andy.
Yeah,
New
is
belt,
this Andy?
holster. Yep, holster and whip loop for my Raiders Indy by Austin Johnson. Once again.
Oh,
amazing work.
Austin kills it with everything he
Oh, yeah.
does too.
So all
Oh,
this is leather. Yeah.
Yep.
Hey Nathan, when you get over to the other side over there in Hungary and stuff, Austin's over there in Europe.
Oh, yeah.
He's the one who did my B-wing cockpit, the front part.
I mean, look at this little. I guess that came with the figure,
The
the
idol?
idol.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really cool. But these stands, I have to say, for 6 scale figures, these are the best stands. the
Amazing.
cheap ones that
And
you
they're
get
like,
off
yeah,
Amazon.
they're like 10 for a dozen or whatever.
Yeah, they're the best. They're low profile. They're not a stupid sand base that Hot Toys
I
gives
like
you.
those stupid sand bases. I'm sorry, Jeff.
I don't like them. I think these are great because they're lower profile. So I'm just saying.
What'd you say about Sandbase?
I said I love you.
Wait a minute. What'd you say about Sandbase?
He loves sand bases.
I love sand.
Yeah, he loves sand. You catch Joel out there on the beach going,
I hate
you realize
sand.
the
It's
street
porous,
value
it
of
gets
this?
everywhere.
It's all rubbing it in his gums, all that kind of stuff. So, all right, we got to get
Do you know
close.
the street
Dan,
value of this sand?
Right. Better off dead. Yep.
Oh, good
Perfect.
job.
All right, Jason Gorchky.
Oh, Gorski.
That's so cool.
Where do you get that turd?
Yeah,
You're
right.
kidding me,
Scorch in progress. So is that 6 scale or is that bigger?
That's 6
Trying to look
scale,
at-
and I'm not making him one now, so he can eat it.
So what are the
doesn't-
other ones? The
does
other
look
ones
bigger.
are what? Vintage? I mean, it looks bigger. Yeah.
He's like 2-timing me. He's cheating.
Yep.
Cheating.
Yep. Damn you, Gorski.
That's all right. Mine's better.
There you go. I agree. I'm not going to disagree.
You should put it with a sand base. That'd be really cool.
Sand base.
I'll put all 4 of them with a sand base, and I'll say, eat it. You can't buy them.
And then he's
Oh,
got
now
the
this
AZ one.
is familiar. This is the one that we're talking
Thanks
about,
to Nate.
right, Nathan?
Yep. Thanks to Nathan. This is a Nathan piece. Yeah.
This is where Nathan excels in tearing shit apart and making it good virtually.
Mhm. It's like interesting the design. These little feet down here on this remind me of Vincent from the Black Hole.
Yes,
and
yes,
the design
yes,
of it.
Touche.
Do. All right. Sorry, guys. Almost done.
I hope Gorski sees that turd. There's going to
Yeah.
be disappointment
Okay.
when I tell him he can't have my
AZ.
command.
All right. The EV9.
This is another amazing piece from Nathan.
Mm-hmm.
That was the hand that you probably broke.
Threw it across the room. It's like, it's okay. It's for Gorski.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, I broke it on this behalf. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, you know where it stands now, right?
Look at that, though. Look at the eyes on that.
I know
Oh
how
my
they're
God.
lit. Freaking awesome.
So is
I
this a
have Joel-
Skylu? Is this a Skylu model?
It is.
Oh, that's badass. Good job,
I have
dude.
Joel's
It's
version
killer.
of that.
No, you have what's his face's version?
I have
Shit,
that droid.
I'm drawing a
What I
blank.
mean.
Yeah, I know.
Right.
Cash did that one that you have.
Yeah.
This one
It's-
is like completely tore apart from Skylu and lit with LED. I'm assuming you used fiber optics on that.
No, I didn't.
Really?
2 individual LEDs inside each eye.
That's
Wow.
amazing.
So the only droid that I have that I've actually used fiber on right now is going to
EV?
EV because his eyes are too small.
Right. Yeah, because there's 2 of them right there on that one side.
So you didn't use that on what that blue one? I'm drawing a blank. 21B?
Nope.
Because there's 3 of them in that.
So that one's actually a trick because there's one LED in each eye. It's just the outside portion beyond the LED is.
Oh,
split up.
is it clear print?
No, it wasn't clear. It's just I added 3 eye holes.
Oh,
4.
you little Houdini.
Oh.
As long as it was, yeah, all right.
The killer pieces, Nathan. And then,
Yeah.
of course, we've got the trash compactor in the background. But since some of you all keep making me make 1/6 items, sold all the 1/12, so all Black Series, and in the 1/6 game. So
Yep.
we got some Anakins and some Mauls.
Let me know when you want to graduate to 1-1.
That's next, right?
I might need to do it in Hungary. I'm going to be really close to Russia and the war in Ukraine, so I might go Mando it out there.
There you go.
Oh, there you go. That's all right.
So this is X-Wing it. This is Nick. He got the Scout Trooper helmet. This is a great helmet. Hasbro, this is a great helmet.
This
I
is, and I
love it.
actually received a helmet without the back battery cover. I need to reach out to
Ooh.
them and see if I can get one.
You sure it wasn't in the box? Because it was separate.
I know it was
separate
separate.
piece.
I have 4 of them, and I
Oh, okay.
didn't get one.
Didn't get one. Got
So
it.
I need to reach out to them. I'll buy it if I can, but I mean, I don't know if they will.
Maybe. You never know. I mean, it doesn't hurt to reach out and say, "Hey, I don't have it. Is there a way to get
They
one?"
usually do have a pretty good customer service.
Yeah, or you need to find somebody like you that likes to cut things up and says, "I don't need that part." Good.
That's a pretty important part.
It is, right? You need to just cover it.
That
And they're
or I'm
doing
gonna
a
have
better
to
job with
mold.
hiding that stuff.
I'll take
Yeah.
a mold of that shit. Screw it.
Andy Myers, work in progress on the Book of Boba Fett blaster, working on the walnut grips. This is just the prototype to work out all the bugs in production. I did the bevel on each side. Still have to make the circle at the bottom of the flat part next to the circle. Yeah, okay. This will be a high-end limited run. It will have real aluminum barrels, scope. Everything you see is old school machining by myself. I'll keep you updated.
The handles are real wood too.
Yeah, look at them. Looks good.
That's
Looks
killer.
really good. Custom.
Andy's killing it.
Sean Stewart Stone, this is the Bandai AT-AT. I mean, paint
so
is great, dude. It looks fantastic.
It does.
Looks fantastic.
Yeah, like I was saying, I told him I talked to him just before the show, and I was like, "Oh shit, that's awesome."
It's gorgeous.
He's his worst enemy, though. Just like with any artist, you critique yourself harder than anyone else will.
Right?
That's the 1144.
Yeah, so one, I think it's the same Bandai kits that we have.
Yeah, it's the Bandai one.
Yeah, and it just, the detail that Bandai does is awesome. You just wish they would make them a little bigger. Just a little.
Agreed.
You know?
Agreed.
But yeah, Sean, you did a great job on that. It looks fantastic.
great.
Sean's killing it on everything he does.
Great.
Don't sell yourself short, buddy.
Mm-mm.
Seriously.
All right, Steven
Look
finally
at
got his
this.
Regal Robot Salacious
Oh
Crumb.
my gosh.
Badass.
Amazing.
Beautiful. It's a killer piece. Look at the CZ3, and then Jaws and Raider, and these are the actual probably posters because they have the creases in them.
Look at this.
And then
Wow.
the Tuscan over here, and then you can see the Tauntaun down here, all the Regal parts. This is
Yep.
like Regal corner.
I like those lights he used for Salacious.
Yeah,
Yes.
these on the sides.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, that is
Right.
pretty cool.
I will tell you this is the guy that got the Rancor from the giant Rancor from
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
He packed that thing like crazy good. Like he didn't have the box anymore, but like if you have an opportunity to buy anything from Steven, he'll pack it really good too.
Mhm.
That's awesome.
Solid guy. So
That's cool.
I'll
That's
take that
awesome.
CZ.
Yeah, that's
About-
beautiful. I mean, that's a beautiful collection. Just what I'm seeing here. You can see the Body Slam, the
Excellent.
Tauntaun, the Tuscan, Salacious, CZ3. Matt Hess with the C-3PO Hot Toys Return of the Jedi.
Oh,
Congrats.
yeah.
I got to get mine out of the box. I've got it right here. That's one of my things to do.
Dude. Scott, are you going to display it like this with him pulling the eye out?
No,
Great.
I don't think so. I think I'm gonna leave Salacious separate. But maybe I'll leave that part of the helmet or face or whatever with Salacious, like he's pulling it off of the ground or something.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But I haven't decided. The thing that's cool is that this is a different base, right? So that's kind of cool.
Exactly.
The thing that sucks is that this is a different base. So you're trying to display him with Return of the Jedi R2-D2, and R2-D2 doesn't have a base, and now C-3PO is so much tall. So I'm trying to figure that shit out.
And they're like 10 feet away.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, no, they'll be
sent me a
right next to
Psycho
each
one
other.
that I'm going to turn into that bounty hunter C-3PO with all the guns and stuff off of him.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
000?
000, yeah.
Yeah, 000. Yeah, I'm going to make that, dude.
Looks good, Matt. Yeah.
Joel,
I
you
gotta
could have
get
bought
mine
one
out
of the
box.
5 that they sold on Sideshow, but
One of the 5 what?
one of the 5 000s they did.
No, I don't want
There's
to
one
do
right
that.
there.
That stupid
Look.
silver one? No, I don't want to do that one. I want to do the one with all the guns.
That one
but you
right
could
there.
only get it, Joel, if you stood on your head and
I
put
don't
your
want that
finger
stupid
around
one.
and yeah.
That's a
Right.
dumb one. I don't want that one.
Dumb.
Jeez.
I don't want that one.
I don't want that one dumb. Yeah, he's got both of them here. Matt's got both. So he's got 000 plus this one. Is looking good, dude.
C3PX. That's the one I want to do. C3PX.
Oh, yeah.
Chris Elliott, 1/6 scale custom Godel from A New Hope Cantina.
Nice.
Look how the aliens
Oh.
were so wholesome in A New Hope. Like, look at what
They're
a
so
like,
wholesome.
you know, this dude just has like a farm somewhere. like a moisture farm. It's like, hey, just get a drink.
That's awesome.
Just getting
It's
a
funny
drink.
to see that their voices and everything in the cartoons, though. That's pretty badass. They did a good
Yeah.
job.
Uh oh, Chris got another X-wing pilot, Luke. So he's going to be customizing that one.
Oh, Chris, I'd slap.
Killing
you
it with them. They look beautiful, you know. All right, this is B. She says, I see you're still alive. Maybe you'll catch this. Hyperdrive exclusive. Mandalorian Imperial Praetorian Guard helmet. Absolutely amazing.
That is cool. I cannot wait to get those figures from Hot Toys.
Mm.
Those were
Yeah.
cool figures.
Mhm.
And B
okay.
finally got our Regal Robot Rancor puppet from Great
That's
Sailing.
awesome.
That
Love the
puppet's
shape.
huge too.
Mm-hmm.
It's awesome. It's an awesome piece.
Where's your Rancor, Scott?
Behind my head.
Oh,
Behind you because you confiscated it.
You're blocking it.
That's right.
Brady
No, I didn't
took
come. Say she didn't want it in there anyway. She's like, I'm done with this thing. Can you take it away? I got
Get your
Batman.
shit out of my room.
Wait a
Like,
minute.
I got
I
Batman.
gave you a
I got
rank.
Batman.
You got a rank
Batman
from me, didn't you?
Okay. Yeah, that's right. Those Rancors. She still got them. The Art of Star Wars book, autographed by George Lucas and more. Signatures inside.
Ooh,
book.
Jesus.
Wow.
Wow.
That's
Dang.
pretty crazy, right?
To get those
Mhm.
autographs all in the same book, that's
Mhm.
amazing.
Yeah. So there you go. Boom. Right there. Ralph McCory.
Here comes
Joe
Richard-
Johnson, George
Cool.
Lucas, and Gary Kurtz.
Yeah.
Yep, that's
Looks
Gary
like-
at the bottom.
Yeah.
the expert
Wow.
spoke.
No, this one's pretty easy. That's yeah. Good.
Well, we got lots of dogs in these pictures.
Yeah, what's with the puppies? These are the local latest pickups. It's adorable.
That looks like a. Paint him green. He looks like a
And there's
Gamorrean.
another one.
Get closer.
Oh,
Look at the house.
That's a
Look
big
at
boy.
the
Green.
face. Look at the house.
Look at the
That's a big
background
Yeah.
sneaker.
And another one.
Oh
Here's a
my
few,
god, look at that one.
Right?
Looks like a shirt.
All right, I'm sold.
Sure.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm sold. Yeah.
Wait, what's this?
Yep. Hubs is doing many projects. This is going to be epic. I'll come back and show you when it's all finished.
Gosh,
So-
Pete.
These
You're
look
making
like
me look
possible bunks. Ooh, geez.
Popsicle bonks.
No, yeah, I can't tell if they're display shelves.
Oh,
Or-
zoom in on that. What's on the wall?
Back
Looks like
here,
a
a
Geonosis
compressor.
bug.
No,
No,
that's a compressor.
Geonosis. Looks like a down. Not the background. Right there. What the hell?
I don't know what you're seeing.
And the wall right there.
Up here?
That splurge in the wall there.
Oh, in this?
I in the.
No,
Looks
I
like
think
a
that's the-
Geonosian, damn it.
It does, but that's the wood grain. It looks like birch.
Damn it, Jim. Thanks for paying attention.
She'll tell you right
What
there.
is he
So
looking at?
here
I'm
you
like-
go. Yes, display shelf bunks from the Rebel ship. That's what
What?
those are.
Badass.
Diane.
Hey, Diana. How you been? Missed you all too. Missed you too. That's good to see you.
Oh my gosh. So
Yeah,
no,
That's a
you-
knot in the wood. Exactly. That's what I thought. Yeah.
Right?
Well, it looks like a Geonosian bug, so I'm just going to say that. It's a cloud in the sky. Come on now.
Yeah. I think that was it, but I'll just double check. Ooh, scroll all the way down. I was trying to avoid that, but
Squirrel,
yep, that was the end of it.
fresh.
So thank you all so much for taking the time putting that stuff in there. It's got to be one of the coolest times to go through that. You
Yes,
know?
it is.
I got to give one shout out to Todd since I didn't get a time to post it. I just got to say thank you, buddy.
Let's see. There it is.
Oh, nice.
What do you got?
That is
Thank
a great
you.
one.
Oh, which one is that?
Well, it was Zuckus back in the day, but it's Forlom now. Or
It started.
Forlom.
Yeah.
No, it's Zuckus now. Zuckus was the. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always been Zuckus, bro.
I'm drunk.
This is
Oh,
why I
what-
always ask.
whatever,
I always ask
nerd.
because it changes each
Always
time.
been
So, yeah.
Zuckus.
Yeah.
It's always
Yep,
been
yep,
Forlom
yep.
for me, buddy.
Mhm. Well, awesome. Well, thank you guys so much for showing all that stuff. I love seeing that and seeing what everybody's doing and seeing the puppies. That was
The
kind of cool.
puppies were the best.
Nathan, thank you for joining us, dude. That was badass.
Absolutely.
Oh my
Mhm.
gosh.
Thank you for.
Once you get settled, you will definitely have to come back.
Yeah, he's got all of his lights
Once we're all
going.
set
He's
up
got
and
his
hungry,
food.
Wow.
yeah, look at all that shit. Once you're
God.
all set up over there, let me know. I want to pick your brain.
Yeah, absolutely. Also, I have Discord. That's probably the best place to get a hold of me. I'm always in my Discord helping people out. It's just mainly community building, so we have a lot of fun in there.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Vince giving you kudos. That's awesome too.
I think everybody's getting. I mean, I think we're all kind of in awe with what you do and how you've been doing it within such a short amount of time and just killing it.
Mhm.
You know, painting, photography was where it started. Then all of a sudden it turned into whatever. I'll take a picture here and there. But yeah, that's just
Well,
killer.
and that's kind of my intention is something that I always want to
Thank you,
try to
Santi.
show people how to do in my Discord, and it's why I made that Java throne room. Is I wanted to show them photography because, in like how to properly take photos and do lighting and stuff. So that's still part of my plan. It'll probably be more focused now after this move because it hurts me as an artist to watch people put in so much time and effort, and then the photo that they take is terrible.
Well, I'll be your biggest disappointment.
Yeah, Darth Musa, we might be able to do that. Bring that up again, or another way that you can share things if you're not on Facebook. We'll figure out a way to do it. We talked about doing that with because we knew somebody in Dropbox or whatever, but I
Send
don't
it
know
to
if that's
Evan or
still
Hey, who was
there.
that?
Maybe we can get you on the show, dude.
Yeah, we'll figure it out for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Joel will show you how to upload it in the Dropbox.
Oh, negative, dude. I can't even figure out a computer. I can't figure out something.
It's
I
like
don't want to get into it.
what is that you're talking about?
right.
I was very disappointed in myself.
It's all right. It's all right. That's it. So yes, thank you so much, Nathan. Man, it was great going through your stuff. It absolutely amazing, and it's so good to see Jeff's. We haven't seen Jeff's in so long, so thanks for being
Jeff,
here, man.
Thanks, buddy.
Mwah.
Yeah, exactly. All right, I think that's probably about it. Anybody else have any other comments or anything they want to share?
Vacation
yeah.
tomorrow. That's
What
it.
was that?
I don't know.
Vacation tomorrow.
Tomorrow. That's his vacation. We didn't talk about the Acolyte, so.
That's who cares. It was the best show of the season, though.
It was. It was.
There are so Ariel is going on vacation if you are needing plaques.
Okay.
Mm.
His deadline is Sunday and he'll be out.
Ooh.
I think he's out for like 2 weeks. So if you need plaques,
Oh, so yeah. So if you got a show coming up, you're screwed.
you better get your plaque order in. His deadline is Sunday. So anyways, anybody's needing plaques, go hit him up before he goes on
good.
vacation.
Good heads up. Yeah, because
Yeah.
that would suck.
Yeah,
Nathan,
that was
stay
not-
on after the show, dude.
Yeah. Especially with Comic Con and
you
everything
can.
coming up.
And then I'm going to New England. It's called Super Mega Fest tomorrow.
What?
Oh wow,
Sounds
that's
fancy.
cool.
Can you pack me
Yeah.
in your suitcase?
Hmm.
I'm kind of fat.
Come on over.
Kind of fat.
Come on over. Yeah, so Howie Weed, which did the Wampa for the special edition stuff, will
Yeah.
be there.
Oh,
And then
shit.
Roger Christian will be there.
I need to get some
Oh, very
signatures.
nice.
Yeah.
Very cool.
I'm gonna go get
So I need to
some-
hit Ariel up. That's what you're saying.
Well, yeah. So hit him up for any plaques. Get in
Mm.
now. So
Okay.
Cool. All righty, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll catch you next Friday when we have other things going. I don't remember what the guest was on Friday.
Marcel.
Marcel, that's right. We got. I knew somebody
How
was
could you
showing
forget
up.
that guy?
I don't know. I'm tired.
And
It's been a
can
long
I
week.
just add on the Rogue 5 Cantina this Sunday, we have Mr. Joel Hazy.
Yes.
Oh yeah. In
And-
a 1 hour build.
That's
I'm
right.
taking the
He's
challenge.
build something in an hour. Whatever he chooses
Yeah.
to build, he's going to start
Whatever
it.
you choose for me to build, I'll give you options.
Okay. We were talking about cutting up a certain.
Grogu,
Oh.
we'll cut him up, or I'll give you options: a Ewok, a Tuscan, Grogu, whatever. I'll give you some options.
And Nathan will join just so he can throw things around in the garage.
Exactly.
That'll be part of it.
Moral support.
what was the segment called?
Oh God, that thing! I
Haven't had a
didn't
name
even
for
see
it.
that. You guys posted it. It's like the Joel Hour or something.
It was like
It's got my face
like
in the
between
middle
the
of a clock,
ships.
dude.
It was like between the ships or something.
Oh, but yeah,
Oh,
between
that was Evan.
Yeah.
between
And-
two
yeah.
chairs or something like that.
Between
Yeah.
that was it. Between some
But they had
shirts.
my face in the middle of a clock or something like that on the
Yeah.
for the Rogue One post.
Oh my
I,
God.
I say when you do this, you explain what you're doing, but you have to talk in a Julia Child's voice.
Exactly.
Okay. I don't even know
So
what
we
that
will
is.
take this horse
Oh,
and we will
okay.
put it in here.
I think I'm more with that
What's the matter
Frizzy
with water?
painter.
Yes.
Exactly.
Okay, challenge accepted.
Let's make him talk
I'll
like
tune
water.
in for that for sure.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Oh, whatever.
All right, guys. Good night. Thanks for joining us. Everybody say
Bye, guys.
goodbye. Say goodbye.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thanks for listening, guys.